Man, Comics Tuesday is fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Like, not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Is the fucking Knucklehead podcast, Knucklehead Comics. We out here in the building. What's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up? Yo, Jacob, what's up, man? Hi, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Word.
Appreciate you. Nice and early.
For real. Oh, shit, Kenny is on vacation and he's still dropping by. What's going on, player?
Hell yeah. Happy time off. Time off is necessary.
Word. Happy to see that you made it over there safely, because he almost turned into the Hulk last night in the airport. They kept delaying his flights.
Yo, listen, man. I've been saying it for a couple weeks now, couple months now, maybe even a year. You flying, you getting flights, put insurance, and brace yourself, because airlines are wild right now, kid. Even if you're like flying domestically, it's still messy. Yeah.
Shit's crazy. But yo, we put some She-Hulk in the other guy's mouth and pulled the trigger, and the other guy just spit it out. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
We still talking about comics? They got sexual. Yeah.
It's after 9 o'clock, baby. This is Knucklehead After Dark.
3 minutes.
That's it, baby. That's it. Shit, you know what happens when the 3 minutes happen. Shit, man.
When 3 minutes pop off, you could call and let a song play. You know what I'm saying? It gets real sexy after 9.
Hell yeah. Shit, if you still got your socks on when you on the phone after 9, there's a problem.
It's a problem.
For real.
Dave in the building. What's up, brother?
What up, pro?
Good to see you, my guy.
Yo, She-Hulk was great. But before we get into that, we got the question of the week. Cap, once again has the question for us. Get Cap, set it off,
Oh.
man.
Before we get into that, I just want to say, if we listen to each other's heart, find
We'll never see them
apart.
fall apart.
And
And
maybe
maybe love is
is
the reason why. For the first time ever, we're singing it eye to eye. Whoa, baby. Yes.
Sorry, I said it.
Episode's over. Episode's over.
That's it.
Pack it up. We're done. She-Hulk next week.
That's it. Peace, everyone.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was, that just,
Yeah.
work has been stressful as shit. That is what I've been waiting for all week. I just got a virtual embrace from my co-host here. That was awesome. Love it.
Cap, yo, don't get it twisted, Dave. Cap is a singer. He can sing.
Man.
Yo, he grew up. He could have been the real fucking Justin Buckles or whatever the fuck you call these kids call him nowadays.
Justin Buckles.
Yeah.
So I had to do that for two reasons. One, because I saw the shirt and I was like, you got to when you see Powerline.
Word.
And two, a little bit of lightness before we get into this question.
Oh, dark times are coming.
Because, yep, I think last podcast, actually, Cabs, you said something that triggered this. You said that you watch and enjoy all the MCU, no matter how bad or what it is, and you made a mention that it was a toxic trait. I was like, but that kind of seems positive. So my question for this week is, what is your actual toxic trait? And I can go first if you guys need.
Oh man!
If you guys need time.
Give us an example. Let's see if I understood the question.
Yeah.
Well, my toxic trait is, despite the sunny disposition, I am an extremely negative person, almost borderline nihilistic. And for those who don't know what nihilism is the belief that everything is meaningless and worthless. It's born out of French. It's literally born out of like the 19th century when the people in Europe, they figured out that religion and religious figures were more controlling them, and it wasn't exactly what they thought it was. So they backed away from the church, and I forget Nietzsche. There you go. The guy who came up with nihilism, he declared God is dead. And then there's been a big split ever since there. But that's what nihilism is. My toxic trait is I am fucking negative. Every time I hear, like, I don't bring it up too much because that's not the point of this show. But when I hear like, oh, Prey was woke because of whatever, my initial thought is, well, then fine, let's fucking get rid of the movie then. Let's make no more movies.
Yeah, right. Like,
everybody's happy.
Nobody
can argue. Nobody can say shit. We all just read books.
I hear you.
But it's other shit too. It's other. I had to walk away from politics and a whole bunch of other shit because it just.
That's okay. That's all right. It's okay to walk away from that. Damn, you got. I could go. And I mean, I don't know if this is an exclusive toxic trait. You know, to me, I feel like a lot of people may have this. I am horrible at taking my own advice, down to what I tell myself and not even other people, right? So it's like, you know, and I know sometimes I get hit with that. You know, overly positive, you know, sometimes I just try to find the good in everything. And, you know, somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Which is where one of the main opposite things between me and Cap begins. But, like, if I'm being serious, right? Like, yeah, even, sometimes I tell myself, like, hey, today's going to be a good day, man. Just whatever happens, you know, just leave a smile on your face, whatever. And then 5 minutes into work, somebody asks me the time, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
You know, like,
fucking rude.
it could be a sneeze. Yeah, maybe something that is part of this is like anger. And I try to be like, obviously I'm a work in progress. I feel like where I was 2016, 2017 to where I am now is very different. Fighting less, screaming less, but it's work, man. Work is crazy for me. You guys know, like when I'm silent and I'm distant, it's work, right? So yeah, I feel like I could be better at not only not only at listening to my own advice that I give people, but my own advice that I give myself. Like that's the real toxic part about it. I think that's what makes it different from maybe the average person that like, yeah, they'll give you advice and then not do it. But I don't even follow the advice that sometimes I give myself. You know what I'm saying? So maybe something I could work on. I didn't know I was gonna come pour my feelings here today, but I'm ready for it. And maybe after this is something that I really look into. So I really appreciate the question, honestly.
Yeah. Just so everybody's aware, I gave an option for the question to be known beforehand, and Cabs chose violence today.
Cab said,
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Because that's the thing, and that's something that I think about a lot here in this question, and Cap's toxic trait kind of meshes all in. Like, bro, like we're starting up. Yeah, we've been doing this for a year, and the Tone the Show been out for a few years, and the wrestling podcast been out for a few years. But like, it's a process to make a podcast work, right? But like at the end of the day, we're really not here to have you like our opinion. We want you to just like us and how real we're keeping it. So
yeah,
that was part of it. I was like, yo, give me the question live. I didn't know I was choosing violence and chaos at the same time. But yeah, keep that. That was a really good question. Go ahead, Toe.
I got a fucking net in my face.
Yo, bro, your biggest pet peeve is the flies and the shit on cam. You really turn into another person.
Yo, bro, I'm trying not to turn green.
Yeah, I see
now.
you. I see you. It's that week for it.
Besides being like destructive when I'm pissed off, I really have to hold myself because there's a lot of expensive shit I can't rebuy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
do the violence by the bed.
Yeah, it's like, do I like burn down the entire block to kill this gnat, or do I just like try and wait for it to land and break the monitor or something? You know what I'm saying? So like, but all right. I think my toxic trait is I live in failure that hasn't happened yet.
Oof.
So
Indeed.
when people ask me questions like what's the topic for the next podcast, or this, that, and the third, I literally do not think about anything until I give myself time to think about it. Mm-hmm. Because if I think about it all day and it's always on my mind, I'm gonna start thinking, all right, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of times that I'm sitting there and how everybody's like, oh, he wins the football game and wins this. In my head, I don't.
You already lost it before you even started.
Yeah, it's always been.
I hear that, man. I hear that.
It's like I've always in my head. It's like for some reason I'm not good enough to do this or do that.
Can I ask you something about this?
Yeah.
Does it sometimes put you at a point where you try to fake out consensus and fake out the world? And you're really just kind of faking out your mind that it's like you have a good possibility of winning, but you don't even want to think that in case you lose. Do you get there?
I get to the point where it's almost like I get so pissed off at myself that I kind of challenge myself on some. So the reason when we was going to the gym, a lot of my motivation was to get to punish myself. Mm-hmm. And I would do shit that crews would be like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can't lift this weight, or you're done. Why are you going for extra rest? Yeah. Because in my head, I would be like, bro, you're a piece of shit. But
I hear you, man. I hear you.
My personality is on some fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I'm telling myself I can't. But then when I get into that zone, it's like I have to do it. Kill me.
Because you have to be better than the side of you that's saying that.
Yeah.
Essentially, you don't have an angel and the devil. You got two devils.
Yeah,
just
'cause- yeah.
fighting each other. Yo, that's
You know, because I'm pretty sure Cap is seen me do shit. Like, yo, it's not that serious to open up that can of fucking, you know, mayonnaise, and I'm sitting there going, no, fuck that, and I'm willing to like destroy the whole fucking planet to get this shit open, because at this point it's like, no, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you know what I'm saying. So it's a constant battle of living in that and then trying to prove that it's not. You know,
I do respect how you found a way to spin it, whereas like you are expecting failure, but then you got that other side of you that says no, failure is not an option here. So it's this constant battle. When you find the balance to that, hello millions.
Shit, yeah, word.
Yeah. When you find the balance to that,
yeah,
and like Gary V says, you guys know, overly positive trader Gary V. I love Gary V. I started following him like a year ago, and before he kind of like he gave me that like cocky vibe, but now he's really not like that. And he says it all the time. It's like, you know, it's all here, you know. So it's like if you can use it and like flip it. And that's it. That's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. No, shit, I hear you, bro. And it's one of those. If I'm gonna, like, I always tell my brothers, like, if I'm like, let's say I was an MMA fighter, and it's the last round, and I'm losing 3 rounds to 1, you're gonna have to knock me out.
Nick Diaz.
Yeah, it's one of those. You're gonna have to beat me. I'm not losing this. You know what I'm saying?
You're not tapping out. You rather pass out.
Yeah, it's like we're not going to decision.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you knock me out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to stop me here, because if I lose this way, where you're picking me apart, now I feel like a bitch, because now it's like I haven't done everything I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting enough, we have an episode about the Hulk coming up, and is that not, in a weird way, in a vacuum, kind of like what the Hulk goes, this guy hulks out, destroys everything, and you got the other guy over here, why the fuck did you do that? And then there's just that constant inner struggle. I'm reaching over here, but it's like, it's a good, like, I am happy that you shared this, you know what I mean? That's It's not easy. It's not easy.
Nah, I hear you, but yeah, it's some crazy shit, but like, I've learned
on it. We'll work on it, guys. Trust us. We will. All of us.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Kevin's like, but that's part of the trait, right? Where you're like, that's part of the trait. Like, I'm telling you, we're not here for y'all to love us. We're here for y'all to love what we talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a quick story. I went to get my CDL permit, you know, for the MTA bus driver shit. I studied the wrong shit, apparently. So I failed the test, and I asked the person, like, yo, can I take this test over? And she goes, yeah, it's just $8 every time you want to take it over. So I was like, all right. I studied for 15 minutes. I took the test over again. I failed again. And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm not stupid. And I'm not leaving here until I prove that I'm not fucking stupid. 4 times it took me to take that fucking test, and I passed it.
Nice.
I had to redo it because it expired by the time the MTA called me. Yeah. So the part that I didn't study for, 60 questions, I passed. And then the parts I did study for, I failed. And I said, no. We're going to do this shit again. It took me twice the second time. But I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm saying here, I got all day. I hope y'all motherfuckers got all day, because I'm doing this.
I can totally see you as a bus driver. You got the, you going to jail now. Bro, I knew a bus driver back in New York. They make pretty decent bread. I don't know if it's the same thing. Made some pretty good money. I was like, shit.
Yeah, they got to deal with a lot of shit, though.
They got to deal with a lot of shit.
I don't have the neck to be a bus driver.
What does that even mean?
It's too thick.
They told you that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're burying the lead here.
No. On the paper I got, it said I needed a sleep study because my neck is too thick.
and
That's
you
what it
may
said.
suffer from sleep apnea.
No, no,
which
no,
will
no,
affect
no,
your-
no, 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 no. It did not say that on the paper. It said my neck was too thick. I need a sleep study.
What the fuck you need a sleep study for if it's not for sleep apnea?
Well, my doctor couldn't tell me that. She goes, I never heard of that shit before. The sleep study people, when I called them up, laughed at me. So the only people that know about this shit is the MTA.
So I love you. But to be fair, I've seen you sleeping on a dime. I've seen you fall asleep. Krills has posted videos. You've posted videos. You really just be passing out from one moment to the next. Now, they're saying this is because of your neck, though. I've never heard this.
I pass out because I only got 2 hours of fucking sleep the day before.
Well, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
The thing is, there might be a correlation with a variety of factors, including neck size and sleep apnea. There's a whole. That's why you need to do the sleep study.
So basically, if you would have done the sleep study and proved to these motherfuckers that your neck has nothing to do with this, then you could have like driven a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it took so long for me to get the test done. My spot was taken.
I just want to say that I'm gonna chalk this up to discrimination. So,
right?
No, I'm not gonna do that. But that I've never heard of the neck thing. But then again, I don't chill in much places where we discuss this, I guess.
Yeah.
With enough people. That's why I love the knuckleheads. I learn something new here all the time. His neck thick.
Word. You know?
Bro just
you don't hang around the thick necks.
I guess not, man.
You
It's
know?
like, well, I always thought myself to have a pretty like when I turn this way, you can see it like if you can I usually wear t-shirts, but like when it comes like down, I've always thought myself to just, have thick neck, but never, I don't know. That is, bro, like, I would be so mad if I were you, like, really, like, bruh, I did all of this. I proved to myself that I could pass this test, and you motherfuckers telling me my neck too thick? I'd have flipped some shit over in that office, bro.
You know something? I chalked it up to, well, at least I can do the podcast now, because if I was riding the bus, this shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, because you would have had some wild schedules. Okay,
Yeah.
Question. Do you have a favorite route that you would have preferred? And equally, what route would you have disliked?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Right now, his answer is true and no.
Yeah, no Bronx. Yes, maybe downtown. Maybe, but there's a lot of traffic there.
Yeah, I don't think I would have liked downtown because of the fucking traffic.
Just traffic.
Yeah, but then again, I don't want to be fucking driving around someplace where there's like fucking bums come on the shit and now it smells like shit, and then you going to jail now.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, you didn't even make it to the third stop before we got a call about your ass.
It's your first day.
Yeah, yo, it's 3:00 in the morning. You're on your third stop. What happened? Hey, my man. Yo, I want him off the fucking bus.
I legit said no Bronx. That's the first thing I told you. That was for everybody, not just for me. Too good. Wow. Well, speaking of traffic and getting enraged and just overall fighting inner demons, fighting toxic traits and overcoming and just becoming a better version of yourself. I think that's the greatest transition I've ever done, by the way. We're here to talk about Hulk today.
Words.
So do you guys want to go into She-Hulk first, what you thought of first episode, and then go into Hulk? Or
yeah, let's go into the first episode of She-Hulk.
Let's do some She-Hulk. You guys start today. It's funny. I had both of you guys, honestly, but mostly Yuto. I had you in my mind this entire time. The entire time watching that episode, I had you, because I'm like, I'm gonna let you go right away. You know how I am. I'm not the biggest Hulk purist. I'm in the minority that enjoys Smart Hulk. But Smart Hulk is getting a little too smart nowadays. It's just a little bit like, everyone keeps talking about the truck. and how the truck was able to fling him, whatever. And some parts I was thinking to myself, even I'm getting a little antsy here. Like, I don't want to see, like, he doesn't need to Hulk out, but maybe you're making him a little too much. And obviously he doesn't want to like fight his cousin. Yeah. And obviously he doesn't, his job, like what he's trying to do now is not Hulk out. I get it, but sometimes, so I was okay with it. I was okay, but I was just thinking for other Hulk people and how they felt about it. So I wanted to say that before you went.
No, I hear you. I'll tell you one thing though. I did like the fact that there were little glimpses of the Hulk going, "Bitch, you ain't strong."
Yeah.
Like when he threw the rock as Banner, because the way I see it is like it's like they're coexisting, but at some points the Hulk, comes out. So it's like he threw the rock as Banner and he just tossed it. And then she threw it further, and she's like, "Look, whatever!" And the Hulk turned around and said, "Woof!" and threw that fucking rock to another planet.
I like relax.
Yeah,
relax.
And he's like, "See, I had to show you how it's done." And she goes, "I've been shown." Okay, whatever.
Like I mentioned the truck, and like when the trunk swung him around, the internet went crazy, and I'm like, "All right, guys, clearly this is his only form of transportation. He's not trying to mess up the engine." You know what I'm saying? Would it swing him around like that? I don't know, but like again, all the weak Hulk stuff, it doesn't bother me. And again, it's not bothering me now. But even I was like, okay, are you guys like milking it so that we can get that, Planet Hulk or World War Hulk movies? Is that what you guys are doing? And again, okay with it. I'm fine. But I did have a lot of Hulk fans in mind when I watched this. My bad. Keep on. How'd you liking the show? How'd you like the episode?
I liked the episode. I really enjoyed it. It was, it was like the montage, of how she became the Hulk and all that other shit. The blood going into her cut. I was like, that's very simple.
It was a little too simple. It was a little too simple. A little too simple. I agree.
But then again, if the other movie with Abomination is canon, then his blood is toxic, and he, and Homeboy, when the blood hit his head, it transformed his head and all that. So I can see his blood doing that to her, based off of the other movie. And also, this season would have had to been her trying to find out who shot her. And I don't think that's the direction they were going. So I think they was like, let's take that part out and let's make it simple, and then let's start with the show.
We had an origin episode that was trying not to be an origin episode.
Yeah.
But it was an origin episode. You know what I mean? Like it was. Cap, you look like you got some stuff to say.
Oh, I'm gonna start with this. So far so good. I like this episode. I love. So in the comics, we brought up that they have more of a brother-sister relationship than cousins, and you felt it here.
100%.
So that relationship was good. I'm smiling and all that as you guys are talking, because you guys a little bit, and the internet a whole lot, forget or have forgotten that we watched that episode as told to us from Jennifer Walters.
100%.
So what we were watching wasn't the Hulk getting flung by a car. That was her account. Wasn't the Hulk doing it? That was her account of things. We gotta remember that this show is gonna be from her perspective, and her perspective is going to be different from what we know. But just because it is doesn't mean it negates the other shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like if I tell you a story of what happens, well, that's what I saw. Somebody else tells you what they saw, but then in the middle there's the actual shit that happened.
All right, so real quick, just like to throw in some logic with the car flinging him. The Hulk weighs anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 pounds. I just looked it up. That's the MCU weight for him. So if you notice, that seat was way too big for Jennifer.
Yeah.
Right? That's her name was Jennifer.
She pulls it up.
Yeah, so that car was modified to fit a Hulk in it.
Mhm.
So that engine has to be strong enough to not only carry itself, but to haul another fucking car in it. You know, so this car has to be reinforced with the suspension, the brakes, the engine, all the other shit.
You know, I like these explanations. Give it to me.
You know what
Give
I'm
it
saying?
to me.
So we're gonna think about, let's say, a diesel Mack truck engine inside of a fucking oversized Jeep Wrangler. That pushing the Hulk when the Hulk is not trying to stop it.
He's not. That's what I was saying.
It's,
Obviously,
he
he doesn't want to fight her and mess up his car.
Yeah. So that's like, it's like a baby or a child pushing you when you're not ready. It's gonna fall over, but that child cannot push you over if you don't want it to.
So
You know what I'm saying?
so now that is the real world explanation.
Yes.
But now again in the show, she was telling us he tried to stop me from leaving, and I got in the car and tried to drive away. Like, that explanation is perfect for all the internet people who are mad. But there really is no need for an explanation if they were paying attention.
No, yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, all of that stuff I didn't really necessarily care for because, like I said, it's his cousin. If you notice, they're fighting and it's a shoving match.
It's Hawkeye, Black Widow, Civil War. Where they're not really fighting. Yeah.
All you need to know, for anybody who wants to bring this up with whatever fucking dumbass views you have, or like the whole Last Jedi, but how did Rey beat? As soon as the fight started, he went like this, and she couldn't do shit about it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The rest of it is whatever. Because in actuality, all he has to do is that, and she can't do shit about it. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I put myself in others' shoes and how would they feel about it. And like, even I was like, okay. And there was other instances where, like, you know, I really think that Marvel is kind of like trying to poke at people at this point. They're like, because the whole show, I mean, even like one of my favorite parts of the show is when she does the superhero landing and she's like, man, like, yeah, like, because it's Hulk fans. Hulk fans have been wanting this Hulk rage for a while now. And bro, the internet has been so toxic about this one. It is insane. And same thing happened in her comics. And the comics was a meta narrative about all of that. And we're seeing the same thing here. Like, the internet, sorry about saying the internet, the toxic male portion of the internet cannot handle the fact that she's just fine. She's been dealing with anger and suppressing that anger her whole life. So now it's just like, yeah, this is kind of normal for me. These males, they can't take it. It's crazy.
I want to say something about that. Or you want to go first?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to point out something in the comics for people that don't understand. Bruce Banner was abused as a child.
Yeah.
And he had to suppress that anger and all that other stuff. Now think about this. You loved Moon Knight because he made Steven to protect him. Right? He protected him from those memories of him being a child. So he's like, yo, mom was perfect. You know what I'm saying? So he has all these different personalities. So accept the fact that the Hulk is the protector of Bruce. He's just the angry version of Bruce. He's all that anger that Bruce couldn't give out because he was afraid to be abused and all the other shit. So it's that monster inside of him that comes out to protect him. That's why every time he tries to kill himself, he comes out and says, no, you're not killing yourself. Whenever the adrenaline comes up and he's like in fear and anger and all that other shit, he comes out to protect Bruce. That's why it's referred to as the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no other guy inside you, then when you Hulk, you're just a huge green strong monster. So that whole bullshit of the the manosphere.
Reddit is on fire about this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, you guys need to really
Yeah.
chill. Like,
And also, the guy that doesn't want to be there and doesn't want to fight you, it takes a lot for him to hit you.
yeah,
This Hulk has been trying to be calm. He doesn't want to be the rage monster that everybody wants to see. And and another thing is, why would you want him to be a fucking raging Hulk in the middle of Mexico in his own home?
yeah.
I mean, do you destroy your home? I don't know about that. But go ahead, Cap.
Funny thing. I actually forgot what I was going to say because you said something and then my brain went somewhere else.
Oh.
But I think I got it now. So to all those people who like Mary Sue, she got everything too easily. Yes, like Toe said, Banner was abused. Banner's a monster to the eyes of many. He has a different relationship with the other guy. Jen does not have another guy. So, this is what I want to say. We just heard Toe said that his thing is he's trying to battle a loss that it hasn't happened and he goes hard. We went bowling one time. Again, I think Toe had like 4 or 5 like strikes in a row. Like he did fucking awesome. And then he missed the 6th one, and that was it. It was a waste of time.
Yeah,
No.
I get pissed.
Fuck it, I'm done.
I
Do it
bring that up.
live. Fuck it.
I bring that up because Toe's relationship with himself, he's got to hit all those marks. He has a certain thing. Me and him were raised by the exact same people, the exact same amount of time. When I bowl, I have a different relationship with the sport, with the ball, with what I'm trying to accomplish. So the fact that she was able to do things faster is not even a point of contention. She doesn't have to deal with the other guy. She's finally going, oh, I'm strong enough to do this. Let's do this. She's not afraid of it. It's a different thing when you get into, if you take 2 fighters and you put one in the cage or one in the boxing ring against, you put Buster Douglas against Mike Tyson, and then you take somebody else who's afraid of Tyson, what happens? It's the same fighter, but one dude beats his ass and the other dude gets beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like again, the internet, I keep saying it. Nuance and context.
And yeah.
It is
And also
fucking so simple to just go ahead.
well, and also the thing is this, you also have to take into consideration Bruce Banner was a doctor. So that means his whole life he went to school. So he was abused as a child and he went to school and became a scientist, and there's no social life there. He doesn't know how to be social. He only knows how to do one thing.
Yeah, because it's Bruce Banner. He's just always been kind of awkward.
Yeah, so when
and
he
then you
starts,
have a raging monster inside you. It's hard to balance any of those.
Yeah, so when he turns into a freak and he already feels like he's a freak and he doesn't fit in,
that's a great point.
It's something he doesn't want. He regrets. He regrets it, and he doesn't want this. So he's not trying to learn shit. He's like, yo, he doesn't have this confidence that he can be different because he's only known this. And now that the world sees him as a monster, he doesn't know how first off, he doesn't know how to be in the eye of the world. And now he's in the eye of the world as a monster. So now he has to deal with his anger, not hurting people, and everybody being afraid of him when he has no social etiquette. You know, he has no social etiquette because he doesn't hang out socially. On the other hand, his cousin has friends. She goes out to the bar. She deals with all these assholes. Like, she knows what the world is like.
And not only that, she's never shied away from a battle herself. She's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all common to her. This is, she just wasn't a quote unquote superhero, but she did her own. She had her own powers, so to speak. While Banner is trying to figure it all out. It's a great point, Toe. Very good point.
She knows how to be different.
Yeah.
You know?
She wore the Hulk as soon as it happened. She wore it immediately.
Yep.
And she was like, "Oh, I could just use this for personal gain." And she says she says she didn't turn into the Hulk from the minute she left to where we saw her at trial. But it's always been there. She knows that she has that ace in the hole.
Yo, so here's a simpler way to put it, just for anybody who's this may be a little bit, too much for them. Jennifer Walters views the Hulk as an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Banner sees the Hulk as a curse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to do shit when you think you're upgraded.
Got that new vehicle. So I liked it very much. I am a little weirded out, not weirded out, but it's just I prefer 6 longer episodes because I feel like if it would have been a Moon Knight situation or any of the other shows that are an hour, I feel like we would have seen something immediately after the fight in the courtroom, maybe like another 10-15 minutes after that. I would have liked to seen that. I guess I've just gotten accustomed to that because this was 30 minutes on the head. Because it was like 36 and change. There's post-credit scene and the credits. That took about 5 minutes. So it's just about like 31 and change. I would have enjoyed another 20 minutes. But I like it. I think she is great. It was funny. It was a funny show. I didn't think it would be that funny. The scene in the bathroom with all the girls was really funny. This was actually very fun. I wanted a little. I guess we have an origin episode that's not an origin episode, but it is an origin episode. Yeah. And I wanted just a little bit more after the courtroom. I know that's me. I know. But I enjoy the 6-episode, 1 hour format. I enjoy it.
So here's the thing.
So do I. I like longer things.
Hey,
One, I don't think I gotta hand it to I think her name Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah.
She great in this role. Yet again, another perfect casting choice. But this show doesn't need the 1 hour, 6-episode thing because this isn't technically this show is not a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
This show is a comedy, and every now and again she might hit somebody.
Yeah.
But the point of the show is not to put her in a costume and to have her run the street. Like that's not the point of this show.
No, what I meant, the beginning of next episode and this one, I would have just liked to smush together. I just prefer the hour. I felt like maybe I've been having that problem where Marvel I've been having that issue. Like movies have now cut down from 225, 230 to 205, 210. I just want all the Marvel I can get at once.
I see what you're saying, but I think this show is going to get old quick if it had another 30 minutes. Because they're trying to do a straight comedy.
Yeah,
there's
for sure.
only so much you can do with a comedy.
Yeah. We all knew the sitcom-y vibe was going. Yeah. And again, I'm not mad at it. It's just I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny and maybe I just wanted a little more. But I'm just used to it.
I was enjoying it. Funny, maybe not as much as Cabs thought, because honestly, until the post-credit scene, I was getting sick and tired of who gives a shit if Cap is a virgin or not. I don't know why we're on this, but
come on,
that post-credit scene.
Hey, at least they didn't say that Spider-Man shoots webs out his ass.
The post-credit scene was the funniest thing in the show to me. When she turned around like Captain America, that was fucking hilarious.
I think it's a joke on Cap, of course, but a lot of inquiring minds wanted to know for sure.
I just want to put it out. It has nothing to do with joking on Cap. because I know I'm Cap and I love Captain America. I don't make fun of him. I don't give a shit. I know he's a Boy Scout. My whole thing is a pet peeve of mine is I don't like when people are trying to. They're desperate for the most depraved fucking thing in other people's lives. Like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Why do you care so much?
I give a shit. It's just funny. It's fun. I mean, it's something that's been brewing in the back of the MCU. I get it. Your point is why? Who cares? It's like he's the only person we care about. If someone because it's just everybody just this is why I try to be so positive. Everyone just wants everyone to be alike or normal, and it's like I'm not saying that not being a virgin and having sex is a bad thing, but it did bring Captain America a little closer to everyone who has lost their virginity or whatever.
Here's where here's where a little bit of my borderline nihilist comes in, because one, if Cap was a virgin, it doesn't fucking matter. He still did all the shit he did. Whether he would have had sex or not have sex, it doesn't fucking matter. Two, he had an entire life with Peggy. You don't think he fucked her in the fucking 86 years he had with her?
For sure. But not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that he went back, though. Like, Jen wouldn't know that he took the Infinity Stone and went back to live his life with her. Is that what you mean?
At this point, I'm not talking about the characters in the show.
Okay.
Now that you bring up,
he's talking about
inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, okay.
Inquiring minds are then again. You're not you specifically. I'm
in there. It's okay. I'm in there. It's okay. It's fine.
You're not paying attention. If you're paying attention, this shit gets answered, and then we don't have to fucking worry about it. He had a whole life with Peggy Carter at the end of Endgame.
But yeah.
Who gives a shit if he fucked beforehand? And I've actually seen this. See, this is the thing why I don't like these conversations, because it ultimately leads nowhere. Because I watched a reviewer she's a good reviewer. I actually like watching her stuff. She was now a little bit upset because it may have tarnished the relationship between him and Peggy. And I'm like, No. You can fuck someone before you meet the love of your life.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
You have to lose your virginity to the fucking. What the fuck are we talking? That's why I'm like, yo, this is unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
I think she took it to an unnecessary place because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I mean, so
hey, come on, then Peggy was a fucking virgin then.
Like I'm pretty sure she did her thing.
She fondued before.
But the tarnish isn't there when Peggy fucking lived her life while he was frozen, right?
Exactly. Like she was out there. She was out here. Come on. She was out here. I think, and this all started with Black Widow and that kiss from Winter Soldier. So it's like it's just a stupid little thing that is brewing in the MCU. I see where you're coming from. I thought it was fun. Now, did they pay too much attention to it in the movie? Maybe, but clearly she has a crush on Captain America, and
I don't think so.
You
know why I don't think so?
I mean, who doesn't have a crush on Captain America though? A lot of people in the MCU probably would,
Here's the thing, right?
You seen that ass?
You seen that ass?
Here's the thing.
It's America's ass.
That's right.
I don't want to name names. But Toe knows. We have a cousin on one side of the family who has no problem saying the weirdest, like, what the fuck shit ever.
Okay.
And then when she finds out that it bothers you, the train goes a little bit more.
Okay.
So the whole thing was like, I thought yoga was just supposed to be for me to get my ass tight up top. And Hulk's like, yo, chill the fuck out with cut. Like, I don't think she had necessarily a crush. I just think, what's the most uncomfortable thing I could say to Bruce right now to be funny? And it's that.
Yeah, she's probably making fun of her friends.
At least initially. And then the rest of it was just the writers trying to make
I don't
jokes.
know, man. I don't think a girl is gonna. I don't think a girl's gonna break down your track record if she's not at least a little interested.
You know what else it could have been? It could have been that Bruce talks so much about Tony and Steve.
Oh yeah, because he clearly
that,
did. Yeah.
that she was probably like, yeah, but your world's greatest man, Captain America's a virgin. Like, I think that was her like, shut up about Steve. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she's like, oh wait, you know if he fucked or not. And then she's just trying to get the information from him.
And then it's funny because once it comes out, because this is the stupid part about it that I see where Cap is coming from and the unnecessary conversation it leads to, because now everyone's posting memes online, and I reposted one. It was funny.
Yeah.
And everybody's posting memes about like, well, of course he did it. Look at who he was rocking with back in the day. And it's like, no. You can't say that. You can't say that because you were in the part of the people that were into the mystery and wanted to find out. Now that you know, you can't just be like, well, duh. No, you can't be like that. Don't do that, internet. That's wrong. But like, there is a lot of memes coming out. There's one meme where he's doing the USSO show in Captain America: First Avenger, and he's just there like,
mom.
Well, no, he's just there, right? And he's like, with hands on his side, standing very captain like, and he's on stage, and like there's 20 USSO girls behind him, and on top it just says all day. Like, and I thought that shit was hilarious. So it's like it's fun, but it is like, yeah, it's unnecessary. It doesn't build the story. It's just people like to gossip, which is maybe why you might be the way that you are, Cap, because people are stupid.
Yeah.
And you've recognized this from a very young age, probably. Cap was walking around at 8 years old like, man, people are stupid. You know what I'm saying? And then your point just kept getting proven the older and older you got, until you're at a point where it's like, guys, you people are so dumb. Yeah, I get that. Like, one thing I wanted to talk about. I love the song that we used at the end. Eve, who's that girl? Big Rough Rider fan.
Yep.
If you've spoken hip hop talks with me, you know that I've always said Eve could spit. Love Eve. Yeah, I thought it was fun. Like, she looks good. Like, everybody was worried about the CG. Obviously, there's some moments, but
the CG definitely cleaned up.
Oh, it cleaned up really nice. The whole training montage, both of them there. I thought it looked great. Banner has some weird face stuff. His beard, little beard hairs, like they react weird to lighting sometimes or something. I don't know. It looks like there's literally like needles stuck to his face. So weird.
One of the things I've learned, or I found out about from like watching VX artists,
it's hard to simulate hair.
Not only hair, but the mouth.
Yeah, man.
It's hard to simulate mouth movement and the muscles and the way the mouth moves. That's why, if you watch, it seems like he's trying to talk, but he's trying so hard not to move his lips too much.
And then you end up getting this kind of Hulk that's a little Vin Diesel-ish. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, but VXX cleaned up very, very, very nice. I liked it. I'm excited. I'm ready to see. I am ready to see more. I left wanting more. That's my whole thing about it. I really want to see. Like, are we gonna do every Thursday now, or is it back to every Wednesday?
This is every Thursday.
Oh shit! So they're just going with it.
Yeah, because I think they learned their lesson from the Obi-Wan and Ms. Marvel shit. So when Andor comes out, that might go on Wednesday.
Oh, gotcha.
So now we have a distinct split, and they wanted to get used to.
Okay.
I tell you right now, I am now 10 times more intrigued by my boy Matt Murdock, because I have found out that the writers, they were given a list of things that they had access to. And Daredevil was in it. And they came up and was like, yo, here's a list of what we want to do with Daredevil. And Kevin Feige and Marvel said yes to all of it under one condition.
No blip.
Nope. The yellow suit had to be worn.
So
that was a Kevin Feige Marvel thing. So now
Father
Feige.
You get
Now
it.
I'm wondering why that's the case, other than it being an actual homage to his early suit and all that.
So you
I'm
think there's
wondering
more?
why.
You think there's more to it than just memes?
I think so, because I think that this is a distinction moment where he shows up here in this lighthearted show, so they give him the yellow and red suit.
Yellow is a
So
very
that-
welcoming color.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that when we see him again in Echo and his own show, and he's back to the red, we could turn around and go, now he's serious.
Okay.
And She-Hulk, he was, for comedic purposes or whatever they're gonna do with him. Now we get to see the real shit when the color switches.
I'm just
I
excited
think
to
that's
have
what it
him
was
back.
for.
I'm
Because
just excited to see him.
yeah,
I want to see him so bad. Charlie, miss you, bud. Hurry up. So like, that's actually a good way to explain it. And so yeah, and I was reading what you said. Like, this is a lawyer show. For all intents and purposes, this is a lawyer show where she hulks out a bit. Now, when she literally says to the camera, "Oh yeah, so I want to talk to you about this." So when the show first starts, and her friend is like, yeah, so maybe Hulk out or whatever, and then she turns. I thought it was like a cute meme, or how they do this, like, oh yeah, we're gonna say the thing before the thing really happens, and then she just turns to the cam and she's like, okay, so the Hulk thing. Something I am loving about this show is how aware it is, which is She-Hulk. This is She-Hulk. Like, we looked into it. We spoke about it way before these other sites did. Shout out to New Rockstars. Shout out to Screencrest. Shout out to all those guys. But we've been speaking about the fourth wall shit and what she does. Like, she literally turns pages and goes to the next page. Does she realize she's in a comic or not? That is up to interpretation. Sometimes she literally rips the page and talks to the writers. We don't know what she's going to do here, but the show's very aware of itself, and it's making fun of itself, but not. And I know this is the kind of, like, it's subtle comedy. Like, even Cap was like, I wasn't really laughing, but like, there's something brewing here. So my question to you guys, how do you feel about the awareness and where they're going with this whole, hey, this is a show, not a show, MCU? Like, they're expressing a lot about what the fans have been talking about. How do you guys feel about it?
I'm 100% on board, because if you're gonna promise that this show is something different, and this is a different type of Marvel show because she's got to be a hero, but she doesn't want to be a hero, and it's a lawyer, blah blah, all that shit, then give us the Ferris Bueller treatment. Let us know that she knows we're in on it.
Mm-hmm.
So let her talk to us and give us more information. The whole thing, it's only 30 minutes. Well, let her give us information that we need that's not going to be in the episode, or more than the episode can.
For like next episode?
No. What I'm saying is, so like, perfect example, right? She turned to the camera and go, "Hey, I know you're not going to worry about all this until you learn about what the fuck happened."
Yes, yeah.
So that's a great way to sit there and give us exposition and be like, okay, she knows she could break the fourth wall. She already been a Hulk. She's gotten past some shit. Now we're gonna go back and hear her tell us how, as opposed to it starts off, she's a lawyer, they're gonna do the thing, and then they just flash back.
And do
Like,
it, yep.
little shit like that where she can give us little extra tidbits of information. Like if she's driving somebody and they haven't really explained who that is, instead of a scene, she just turns to the camera and goes, "Oh, this guy is blah 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 blah," and then they're back into the fucking.
That's why the 30 minutes work, because she saves a lot of the work for the directors doing that. And yeah, super fun. And I do like, obviously, let's talk about like, Titania. Like, she comes in and she, oh, well, you got something else? I'm sorry.
Well, real quick, I like the breaking of the fourth wall because, one, she's literally reinforcing to all the cocksuckers that are just in front of their typewriters, because you know they don't have keyboards, in front of the typewriters, waiting to shit on it. That she's reinforcing. Listen, asshole, this is a lawyer show. This isn't a Hulk show. We're doing lawyer shit here. This is about legal shit, and I am a Hulk also. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And have you ever seen the TV show Winning? The Lakers shit on HBO?
Everybody keeps telling me to watch that shit too, bro.
Yo, so he breaks.
I'm sorry. I'm watching NXT right now. You know how in wrestling they do thumbtacks?
Yes.
So I'm watching Wendy, I think Wendy, whatever, the girl who sleeps.
Yeah.
This lady just pulled out fucking Legos.
Oh no, that's a big thing in Indies. Matt Awesome got slammed on Legos.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, I've never seen that before.
No,
that hurts.
Yeah,
that really hurts.
Some say it hurts more because it doesn't go inside you like a thumbtack does. Yeah. But yeah. So in that show, there's one part where he's basically describing what's about to happen, and then you see it happen, and it's so much more appreciative. He's like, "Watch the fucking duck go to work," or some shit like that, right? Well, you know, some shit. And I think on this show, it would be dope if she's like, "Oh, and here goes the dickhead now," and then the dude that she works with just walks in the courtroom, because it's kind of like, yeah, all right, so we know he's a dickhead now. Like, we know she don't like him. They don't need no nuance here.
I would love to see it, and it makes sense. Like when after the explanation of She-Hulk was done, that's when she does the lawyer show. No, she says, "I'm about to go win this case." And then when she's closing, lawyer show. That's literally what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, she did it right there. Like, I would love to see more of that. Yeah, hell
that's the kind of comedy that I like.
Mm-hmm.
That had me laughing.
Yeah,
that the little sidebar smart ass shit.
Yeah,
I love how we just saw we saw lawyer show. We saw it the entire time. Now we saw the context behind it, and it just made a really nice moment. And I was like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, I think that this would be the perfect show to throw jabs at all those cocksuckers and just waiting at the keyboards.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just a fucking jab. Like Michael Kawaki Tatiki could have helped out on this fucking show to, you know, insult motherfuckers' intelligence. Not in Thor.
Taika Waititi for anybody who's playing the home game.
That's what I said. Chukwaka Chichiki. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that'd be
like
that's dope.
You're like borderlining offensiveness.
Yeah,
you're borderlining it.
Yeah, you know. I mean, if he don't want to respect fucking Planet Hulk or the Thor, then why I gotta respect him? Anyway, but I do like, you know what I'm saying?
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I do like how she was like, I love these fucking shoes, and she takes them off, and she's like, all right, let me go fuck this girl up.
Yeah, you know I love the scene in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're very self-aware. She's like, oh, whoever did this to you, he's not worth it, or she, or they. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just so aware of the stuff, and it's very supportive in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, yo, girl, we got you here. Take some makeup, and she's like, I'm good. Can y'all just chill? I thought it was a cute moment.
Before we get to the titanium thing, I want to just bring up, yes, I love the fact that this could take jabs and all that. But now, we looked at Warner Brothers from a business perspective last time with their shit. Let's look at Marvel from a business perspective. This show's already getting review bombed.
Oh, yeah, the woke stuff is...
This show already has the lowest rating of any debut show from Marvel and Disney Plus. If Marvel's strong enough to stay the course, fine. But what they might learn is they're not only pushing out the dickheads, but they're pushing out the normal people who's like, I'm tired of seeing this shit, who gives a fuck, and they walk away too.
Well, the thing is, if you're a fan of Marvel and the comics, you're going to know that's who she is. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And also, here's the thing. If you're not a complete fucking dickhead, like a sexist asshole, you're going to be able to, you know, realize, guess what? Women, like women can be funny sometimes.
See the comedy
and she happens to be a Hulk that's strong. So Like,
it's such a funny concept to me. Like,
it's
what?
like literally, if you have no problem with Deadpool convincing a fucking blind old woman to rub his baby dick, you shouldn't have a problem with this green woman beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, man, have a good time, enjoy. The minute she said, "Oh, man," I was hearing the keyboards just because you know they use typewriters.
Real quick.
Speaking of typewriters, I thought it was funny in the courtroom how he's drawing things on an iPad. I've never seen that. Is that what they're doing nowadays?
I don't.
The
courtroom,
artist?
the courtroom artist.
I don't think that's an iPad. That might be if it's
like some kind of screen.
Might be a Wacom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was still drawing in there.
Digital drawings are better.
Yeah, real quick. For all those people that hate women and hate women in the MCU and all the other shit, and, you know, that don't really, you know, I shouldn't be talking to you, but anyway, just live your life by these 3 simple words. I am Groot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go a different way with that.
No.
I thought it was
No. I don't want to tell them to go fuck themselves because they wouldn't know how to do it. Just since you're so smart and everything, you know, since you know the one who's left and the one above all, since you know them personally, the 3 words I am Groot should mean something to you that no one else can understand. And then, and only then, would you reach the final level and you can finally accept the fact that a comic book character in a comic book show with a comic book network around them exists. Because at the end of the day, that's what happened. So
it's fine. It's
what
okay.
happened,
It's okay, guys. Put your woke signs away. As soon as first 5 minutes, they're just holding woke. No. We're just taking it easy, guys.
See, now this is where my little bit of negative is gonna show through it, because so to hear you say that scene, keyboards went off. This is why I'm like, yo, well then let's get rid of it and nobody watches anything, because there has not been a person on this planet. Doesn't matter how you identify. There's not been a person on this planet who has ever looked at a brother, a cousin, a friend, a sister, a mom or dad or whoever, and mocked them for doing shit. That was, if you were with your boys and your boy is known for, like, if I'm with Toe's the strong one, right? If he lifts some shit, there's going to be a day where I'm going to come up and be like, this wasn't heavy. And then look at him and like, oh, the big strong man. And throw them. Everybody does that. That has nothing to do with woke or women. That shit everybody does. We all fucking make jokes on each other.
Everybody at my job who's too strong that their freaking sleeve is like holding on for dear life. Bro, I crack jokes on the fit people all the time. I love doing that. Like, your muscles. Yeah, your muscles. Get over here. And I'm like, yo, chill, like on a handshake, like chill. Like there's this dude at the job who is very aggressive. Sweetest person in the world, but super aggressive. So like in the morning, they'll be like, hey man, what's up? And like give you one of the shoulders, like, hey man, and you're just like, come on, bro, like you're fucking lumberjack, bro. Stop. So it's like, yeah, but because of all the hate that Marvel gets because of the woman shit and all of that, you know, some of it was a stab. And in my opinion, I say stab away.
Yeah,
I say stab away.
Again, this is what I'm saying. If they just pay attention, there's no need to type on your fucking keyboard.
Oh yeah, but you're never gonna stop them from typing on their keyboards. You're never gonna stop.
Now
that's the wrong fight. Unfortunately, I hate saying it. It's the wrong fight. Like vegans trying to get the world to stop eating chicken. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I respect vegans so much, but you guys picked the most difficult fight in the world. You're never gonna stop people from eating animals.
Yeah, be happy we grill them. Be happy we grill them.
I just want to point out the reason you'll never get us to stop eating chicken It's because chicken's so good, everything tastes like it.
Yeah.
Every
Except for
other
your
fucking
vegan
thing
shit.
on this planet wants to taste like chicken.
If something is good, someone's like, tastes like chicken. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. You guys picked the wrong fight. Like, you know, I think we will all get electric cars before we stop eating, animals. You know, we might even solve,
The
climate
pollution.
issues, pollution. We might solve all of that. No one's ever gonna stop eating chicken. And you know what's even crazy about chicken? They drop other little chickens that we can eat right next to the chicken.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a country fried a steak, a chicken like breast, or like, you put some mash on it, you put some eggs right next to it. We're getting so much use out of chicken. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
I commend you, vegans. Your worldviews, everything is so awesome and positive, but you're never gonna stop people from eating chicken.
And
You can even show facts. You can show all the moldy chicken you want. You can show that one video of the guy who put maggots in the Popeyes chicken from 15 years ago. I will go buy a bucket and eat it as I watch the video. Now, the one thing I won't do is be stupid and disrespect your march and eat raw chicken in front of that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Even the vegan guy was like, yo, you could cook that.
Yeah.
But it's just a bad thing to try and fight against. Same thing as the keyboard warriors, man. We're just never going to stop them. It's unfortunate, but I agree with you.
Real quick, for any children that might be watching, the little chickens that Cabs was just talking about, that's how we get chicken nuggets from baby chickens.
Yes.
And from beaks and chicken feet. Sorry.
Hey.
And people still going to eat those delicious nuggies.
Veal cutlet is made from baby cow, and I don't give a shit.
I will. Like, listen, it's funny. People be like, yo, I like bacon. I honestly, though, I try, like, pork is something that I try to stay away from at all costs. Like, I'll eat pork. That's the thing, pork in Asian cuisine is just a different vibe, bro. So good. But, like, I saw a video on WhatsApp one time. You can use pigs to dispose of bodies. I'm just going to say that. And I was like, ugh. But I still eat bacon.
Do you know?
It's just as nutritious as chicken.
Do you know that speaking of pigs real quick and pork, do you know we're the only country that has to cook pork thoroughly? We are not allowed to export our pork to other countries. In Europe, in Asia, and Australia, you can have a medium rare pork chop, and it is perfectly healthy and safe to eat. We're the only country in the world that you got to cook that shit thoroughly.
Because they probably feed them vegan shit.
I mean, because pigs eat humans. They got to make sure to fry that shit. Anyways, we got off weird here. Keyboard warriors suck. She-Hulk is good.
Yo, I can't wait for them. I can't wait for them to react to Titania, as you brought up, because Titania is supposed to be annoying.
Yeah,
supposed to be
that's
the one we're all like, this bitch again.
It's like Agatha times 100, apparently. Like, this is her job. Her job is to be a bitch.
I'm gonna say this, and I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but Titania is Reva on purpose.
What Reva are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's the Obi-Wan show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Reba. I thought we were talking about Reba McEntire.
Yeah, no. If you
I used to
follow
watch
the
her
Obi-Wan
show.
Yeah.
Even guys like me who like the show were like, she was just, that character wasn't written correctly.
Okay, so let's study that then, right? Like, I would like to ask you, Cap. Is it okay to write an annoying character knowing that the character is going to be annoying and still just dealing with the backlash?
So if you write, so again, in a normal world,
and sorry to cut you off, but the reason I'm asking, to put more context to it, because like sometimes, a writer will do something and you say, well, that's what they meant to do. That still doesn't excuse it. So like, how do you write this? What are you expecting?
Right.
Go now, yeah.
in a normal world where people understand my two favorite words, I'm not going to repeat them again, but you know what they are, and people pay attention, writing an annoying character specifically to be annoying for the story is 100% a legitimate thing to do.
Homeland.
Because normally people would recognize that and go, okay, I understand the role she's playing. She's supposed to be the one that everybody's like, yo, I can't fucking stand Titania. I can't wait for She-Hulk to beat this bitch's ass again. That's the purpose of it. So, like, the difference between that and, like, Reva is Reva, in my humble opinion, was written poorly. I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Reva was written poorly, and then the fans like did some other, like, their backlash was the racist shit was unwarranted.
Yeah.
The shit about her being written
Black.
poorly was warranted because there's so many things that if you want to make that character work, you have to connect dots that are not even in the same zip code to make that shit work. But a character that is written on purpose to be annoying should present itself in a way to where we all get it, we all understand it. In the same way that
Marvel has experience with it. They just did U.S. Agent, so they.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. That I won't even get to the Star Wars shit because I know you don't do Star Wars. But
no,
yes,
it's fine.
US
Please
Agent,
don't stop the Star Wars stuff because I'm here. There's a lot of Star Wars fan in the world. Don't worry about me. I like to hear it and understand it. And then when people mention it, I can use the cap line and say, I understood that reference. I love saying that.
So
give me a chance to say it.
All right. So U.S. Agent is a perfect example of that. He was purposely written to be just on the cusp of liking him. But then you're like, yo, this dude is, if he wasn't a fucking dick, he'd be cool. And then when he finally does something cool, you've already spent your time going, that's cool, but I'm still don't know about you. That was on purpose. What I was going to say with Star Wars, there's a character, Ahsoka Tano. She's one of the greatest characters now. When she was first written, she was purposely written to make the fans dislike her. Because they knew it was a long-form show that they were doing. They had many seasons of the Star Wars Clone Wars animation. It's where she first showed up.
Hello,
and
Hassan.
the writer, Dave Filoni, knew that if they started out hating her, little by little, you could start introducing things, taking away the annoying shit, introducing the good shit. And by the time you grew up, she grew up, and now you're both at the same place to where now you love this character. And it was a growing process.
Which is interesting. So
these characters can be done correctly and can be done purposely. Now, to get real quick to Pro's thing, Jar Jar Binks was specifically written for kids to laugh at. That's why he has a funny speech pattern. That's why he's silly. That's why he fumbles. It was a misfire, but it's a misfire for people who weren't kids back then, because I know I actually seen a whole bunch of videos for Star Wars people that were prequel born, that they've only seen, they grew up on the prequels and now they're old. They like Jar Jar Binks. We're the only ones that have a problem with him, but he's specifically for kids.
He is a weirdo. He's weird. Jar Jar's weird, but
I'm gonna shoot a little bit of shade here, and you can get at me if you want to, internet. But he was written by George Lucas, who's, if you watch the prequels, he doesn't really give a shit about characters or fucking dialogue. Or like, he's everything else but.
And that's how I started Star Wars. My friend just drove it into the ground. It's like, yo, you can't call yourself a nerd or you can't be part of the culture if you've never watched Star Wars. Like, obviously, he's joking, but So I gave 4, 5, and 6 a legit shot. You guys, everyone in this podcast who's been around knows what's up. It just didn't work out for me. But
Yo, listen, Cabs.
I know.
I
1,
was
2,
the
and
same
3.
way.
1, 2, and 3, Clone Wars. 1, 2, and 3, Clone
Yes.
Wars. I know.
Clone Wars first.
Clone Wars first.
Clone Wars first.
Something? I'm actually I don't know if it was just me being this old or the situation where we had the video rental place, which I forgot what the fuck the name of it was, but it was right next to the piggy bank, which was our 5 and dime place way back in the day.
Yep.
I remember walking in and seeing Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. A week later, Star Wars 4, Star Wars 5, Star Wars 6, and turn around going, well, what happened to 1, 2, and 3? I thought, how was this in the middle?
Yeah, that was. But whatever, I rolled with it. But Clone Wars, it's gonna happen one day. I need one of those weeks of vacation time where I'm just catching up. You know those weeks. You just had one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know right now. To get through all of the Clone Wars, you're gonna need like a month.
A month. Whoa.
Yo, because there's a lot of it. There's good. It's really good. The last season is fucking phenomenal. But it's like any anime. There are filler episodes where you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, can I skip this? Can I please skip this?"
And I hate anime when there's filler arcs. That's a filler episode here and there, sure. Filler arcs, no. But yeah, Titania, we didn't see much of her. Showed up in the courtroom. Obviously, there's something going on there. I think whoever's gonna recruit Jen to like start looking out for these enhanced individuals, who's gonna start defending them, whoever she's gonna. I think it starts off with this girl somehow.
Well, so here's the thing: the dude who recruits her,
right there,
was the guy sitting in the other chair.
Yeah.
And to your point, and I think somebody else, I think I might have seen this somewhere else too. It could be that Titania is used just to draw out.
Yeah, we know who you are. I know. I know who you are. We know what you can do. I'm gonna place this girl here, get you all riled up. Let me see what you're really about, and then I'm gonna give you a job. I liked it. I liked it.
Whenever they just need
more
Kofi? Like publicity or something, they just throw her back out there. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's purposely supposed to be she's supposed to be the character that you fucking, oh my god, this bitch again. That's on purpose. This time.
I'm okay with it. Let's see how it works out. Obviously, you can mess that up, sure, but let's see how it works out. I'm very excited. I want more. Damn, I was really looking forward to the episode tomorrow, son. Damn.
Yeah, it does suck that we gotta go another day.
I'm so used to Wednesdays with these shows, man.
Yo, my Thursday is fucked now. Because we got She-Hulk. Then I got BattleBots, which, yes, I'm that much of a nerd. I watch people build robots and fight. Yo, that shit's fucking awesome.
That'll never get old.
D&D show that I watch.
Right.
Yo,
BattleBots will never get old.
Real quick, the first episode of this new tournament they're doing, one robot, all right, made it to the finals, was fighting this legendary spinner. It's called the spinner because it literally spins. That's how
is it the one with the little snorkel thing on top that he flips himself over? Yeah, kid, the beat. He has weaknesses, but he can always flip himself over and keep going and going.
Yo, so Hypershock is the guy who was fighting the spinner. Hypershock hit that spinner so hard that in the middle of the air, his body and his chassis separated.
I saw this.
Different parts of the fucking arena.
He had him flying everywhere. I saw this. Yeah, I saw this. I still watch. I BattleBot shows up on my YouTube feed, and I just let it play. Sometimes I just let it play. I literally saw this like 3-4 days ago. It must have been some highlights from that episode because that's what I saw. Yo, BattleBots, kind of cool.
Yeah, they are.
So I wanted to also ask Titania. Obviously, we're gonna I wanted a little bit of her. We don't have enough of her yet, so let's not. I know we like to make theories, but let's see how of an annoying character she rolls out. I think the big thing that we're here for, what's next for Hulk? We saw that Sicarian messenger ship. We called it before these guys did. I saw the videos of World Breaker Hulks and all of this and Planet Hulk. I saw this last Thursday, Friday. We've been saying this for the last 2 weeks. I'm just saying I'm not trying to compare myself to any of these guys or any of these channels.
The
facts.
I'm just saying. The facts.
I'm just saying. Anyways, so before we go,
I gotta do this because I don't have a soundboard, so I'm gonna be my own soundboard. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Bam, roasted. Like we got him. So, and before we go, again, that's the first thing that was apparent to me, right? I was like, you know, where we're going, like we've been talked about where we're going. And then we see that Sicarian ship. And the first thing I thought was, it's my birthday. That's the first thing I thought of. 100%. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you in the wrong podcast.
Word.
I hit a crazy octave that I don't usually hit for y'all right there.
This is true.
I hit some notes there, bro. You don't get that from Cabs much. This is a very sing-song episode. We've done it twice. Right. But yeah, I saw the ship, and then we don't see the ship. Then she hawks out. We have the thing. Funny, I don't want to derail, but I was watching Ryan Airy, and he was talking about how he likes the whole blood transfusion thing because he thinks he thinks that Bruce Banner in this world where he's at 15 years later wouldn't dare put his blood into a person.
Yeah, I heard that one.
But if there's no choice, if it's life and death, which is what happens in the comics, he didn't just give her blood thinking she'd be fine. There was no choice. Right, Cap? I'm not wrong, right? You said that, right?
So
there was no choice.
He took her to either the hospital or a place similar, and the only option to give her blood was him.
Yeah.
And then when she was good, he left her in the hand. So he took her somewhere, gave her the blood, then took her to a hospital, and it's like, here, you got her, and then left thinking that she would be fine.
Yeah, I get that we're in the MCU, and it's like, it's 2023, 25, 28. I'm a little confused with what year it is currently in the MCU.
I think this is before Miss Marvel, but after
literally everything else.
This has to be during Shang-Chi.
Yes.
If Wong's gonna be in here with the Abomination and all that, it has to be during that time.
So I get that in the MCU world that we're in, it really wouldn't make much sense that we can. Okay.
Because he had the sling. And remember her blood.
Well, yeah, after Shang-Chi. After Shang-Chi then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that first episode had to be around that.
Yeah.
So like I get that, and we're gonna go into Hulk and the Sicarian shit, but this just kind of popped in my head. I get that. And maybe we're in an MCU where it's like, bro, you mean to tell me no one could bring this girl some blood? Y'all can't fly somebody here. Y'all got speedsters. Y'all got people to fly. No one could bring this girl some blood. So I get it, but okay. See the Sicarian ship, and I was like, oh, here it is. Are we going back to Sakaar? Are we doing this, or are we gonna end this somewhere here? So just please ramble on. What'd you guys think? Were you happy? Do you like the direction?
So I think that this is going to be the only time we see the Hulk in this show. Because all of the trailers had every scene from this first episode in them.
Oh, we haven't seen Hulk anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is after. So she hulks out and she hasn't turned into the Hulk up until this point. So there's some time in between there.
Yep.
So where you going? Give
so
it.
So that ship
take it slow.
You know, that obviously that ship wasn't trying to get like an emergency beacon out because it was a carrier ship and it was looking for the Hulk. But the time that she was in his house, you know, he would have had to have gone. He wouldn't have been able to stay home and train her. So it probably was just picking up something from him, right? So let's say like he's, you know, developing some shit or something like that, because they said it's a carrier ship, so it's transporting.
Messengers.
You know, yeah. So it's transporting
Carrier
stuff.
class.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, so at that particular point, I think it was just one of those, we needed to tell you something, Hulk, or this is your shit, and they just found it, right? It was just very rooted.
Maybe whatever was in there, or maybe there was nothing in there, or whatever was in there, maybe took some of his blood with him.
Or
maybe they grabbed some of that sample and went back up there.
Or it could be, and this is just me, a pie out the sky,
Give
because
me the
you know
pie.
how like, it could be they dropped off something to Hulk. He's like, I'll deal with it later. My cousin's, you know, turn into I gotta train him. He opens it up. You have a son.
Oh yeah. Scar.
And now he has to go to Sakaar.
Hell yeah.
So, I'll address that when we get into like our theories of what that movie's gonna be or should be or whatever. But again, if we're paying attention, so most of what you said was spot on. The ship comes, the accident happens. We don't see the Hulk again until he tackles her outside of the bar because she ran off. And when he brings it up, he goes, "Oh, I'll deal with that later." They clearly sent him some sort of message that didn't have an urgent timeline. And as soon as he's ready to deal with it, he's going to go. I don't think it's the son thing. Only because if you pay attention to how much he really didn't want Jen to leave, because this is really the first time since Tony he's had somebody to chill with. I don't think Banner, even with his fucked up past, is going to be that much of a fucking dick to be like, I got a son. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. This is what we're doing here is more important. Like,
No, I think he was going to open the message after she left.
Oh, I think, and again, we'll get into the theories there, but I think the message was already delivered, and it was something akin to, I need unfinished business. I need my champion back, or something that it wasn't something that you can look at and be like, man, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that kind of a jury duty notice. But for everybody playing the home game, not like a jury duty notice, because you get in trouble if you throw those up.
Yeah.
So like most of the theories that I have, everyone has already broken them down already. I really hope it's just simple. Fucking, I don't know. Hercules is up there. That's something I saw floating around. Maybe there's something wrong up there. It's like, yo, dude, you just left. You know, you were here for 2 years living the high life. We had you up in King Dingaling Towers. You was the guy. Everyone celebrated you here. And you're just going to up and leave? What the hell's up with that? You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's like, hey, you need to come over here. Like, where you been at? You know, like what's up? Come back. I think it's just that simple.
Are we gonna get into theories now, or?
Well, I don't think it's Doom, Kofi. I don't think it's Doom.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. That's what. Not yet.
No, Doom has a very fucking awesome origin story that I think would fit in this MCU, because Doctor Strange is a big part of this phase. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, if they did his story right, it wouldn't be as much of a difference from the comics to the movies, his origin story. You know what I'm saying? But that's another time.
I'll be honest, I'm worried about that origin. When it happens, I'm a little worried about it.
No, I hear you, but you know, we've spoken about Doom and all that shit. But I think this is just a tease, maybe, because everybody's talking about Werewolf Hulk.
Yeah.
And we kind of already got Planet Hulk.
We got Planet Hulk.
But it wasn't no. We got a bullshit version of Planet Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
Got a way to redeem it.
But here's the thing though. I think maybe that's a ship that they took, and they used that ship throughout the planet. Like, you know, like that sword using that ship or something. It could be just one of those that's like, oh yeah, it's a Sakarian ship, but it has nothing to do with Sakar. Fuck Sakar. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, just yeah, we stole this shit. We just kind of do our own
Yeah.
thing.
How
It's
you think we
ego.
got yeah, yeah.
It's ego. No.
Word.
So like, you're not tying it to Sakar.
I would I would love to, but I think we're way too past for Sakar.
You don't think we could come back? Well, Cap is gonna tell us how we could save Planet Hulk, or the weird attempt they had at it.
But in all honesty, you really think Bruce gives a shit about Sakar? Unless he's gonna have an internal battle with the Hulk again, and the Hulk goes.
So that's where the nuance talk comes from. That's where
That's
it's like,
where
tag him in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tag him in.
Go ahead, Cap.
So, I think, based on the Hulk sitting there, putting both sides together and coming up with Smart Hulk, right? It is not a mixture of both, as he would believe. It is a what do you call it? It is an allowance from the other guy. They came to an understanding. And I think that this Sakar ship sent the message, you still belong to us because you were our champ, you were on our control, and you left.
Fine.
He's going to see how the world reacts to Jen. And the other guy is going to be like, I had that once. There. And when Bruce goes to deal with it, then we get the separation back to the Hulk. The one who everybody wants to see. And he goes back, beats the shit out of everybody, sees how much admiration there is, but also sees what he was telling Jen about being a hero. And now this time the Grandmaster's not in control of Sakar.
Yeah, he's out.
The Grandmaster's doing something else. Maybe he something happened with him during the blip and he freaked the fuck out and he just left somewhere. Somebody else is in control of Sakar. Somebody worse. And he sees suffering.
Gang.
Yeah.
So he goes on a fucking rampage and makes this Planet Hulk. That's the movie Planet Hulk, where we see him take over and now he's in control. Not Bruce Banner, not Smart Hulk, the Hulk. He gets to unleash fully because everybody in here can take a punch. And you don't have to worry about destroying shit. Because the one thing about the Planet Hulk series is that this was the Hulk.
Yeah.
Who was in control.
Yes.
Who was able to talk and all that. This wasn't Joe Fix-It. This wasn't Smart Hulk. This wasn't
Joe Fix-It.
Yeah. Who, if anybody who doesn't know, Joe Fix-It is the Gray Hulk. Like that was pure unadulterated the Hulk, who has now gained he's lost his animalistic sense to where he's now thinking clearly, can speak clearly, can act in accordance, but he's maintained that side of him where he's just unstoppable. And I think what should happen is the way we get to World War Hulk.
What up, Grills?
What up, Grills?
Is we get a cutscene or end credit scene to where, and this is going to be pie in the sky because I don't see it with the current roster they have. I don't see it working because he knows Miss Marvel. They clearly know each other, and it wouldn't work if it was Captain Marvel. It wouldn't work if it was Captain Marvel. But we get an end credit where Nova gets the message a little too late
Oh shit!
that
Oh
Sakaar
shit!
is under tyranny, and he's on his way to go deal with it. So then when World War Hulk starts, the Hulk, all this time has passed because, like I said, Nova got that message late. All this time had passed. The Hulk finally gets the life he wants. Everybody loves him. He's in charge. He has his wife. He has his kids. Then here comes Nova with the symbol of some shit the Hulk knows. The Hulk doesn't know Xandar. So he doesn't know that planet where the Novas come from.
No. It's story time right now. I'm listening to Pie in the Sky theories.
So the Hulk doesn't know that. But the Hulk recognizes something similar to Captain Marvel. The symbol of Nova. And like, oh, she must have sent him. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know the Hulk. So he goes up, wants to smoke. But what happens during the fight?
Hulk
His
fucks
wife
him up.
dies.
Well, wifey does.
His wife dies. And then what does Hulk do?
Loses
With his son
his
sitting there in
shit.
tears, with everybody looking at him like, oh, you couldn't protect the one you love. And him thinking, oh, planet Earth did this shit. I'll be right back. And now I'm going to go fuck up some shit. Now,
Do we add the Illuminati to that?
no.
They
Just
fucked up
asking.
the Illuminati. They
Just
fucked up
asking. Just asking.
I would like
the Illuminantes.
The
I
Illuminati.
would like for Black Bolt to be around because there's a panel where so the Hulk comes back and on his way stops on the moon where the Inhumans are. The Inhumans had Black Bolt had something to do with it because he's part of the Illuminati, but the people that live in I can't remember what Antian. I can't remember what the name of their place is, but they have a base on the moon. The Hulk shows up, says nothing. Black Bolt is like, shh. He's like, yo, Bruce, what's up, man? He's just walking towards him. Black Bolt realizes, oh, we're fucked. So Black Bolt can telepathically talk. Black Bolt realizes they're fucked. And he gives the biggest scream. And the Hulk just walks through it.
Oof.
Half the moon is being destroyed behind him. He walks through it, grabs Black Bolt by the mouth. Done. Black Bolt's done. And then he comes down to Earth to fuck up everybody else. So, to do a proper World War Hulk movie, I don't think you could do that because of the way they've already lined things up, and we have 2 Avengers films. But you can do this. You can have Planet Hulk with that. You can have Avengers Secret War start with, so instead of having Nova, and so we can get around the Nova thing, Planet Hulk ends with, what do you call it? The Hulk finally getting what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
When Secret War starts, the incursion has to be taking place to all these people together. They're setting it up. During the incursion, something happens. The Hulk wife dies. She has to, in order for him to get this fucking rage. He gets put to Secret War, to Battle World, which is what the fuck happens in Secret Wars. And when he gets put to Battle War, he lands and looks around and goes, you guys either didn't stop this or you guys caused this. And now I'm going to fuck everybody up.
We're going to get it.
And that's when you get your version, your MCU version of World War Hulk, where he's sitting there going, I don't give a fuck. She died because of you. Everybody's getting it now.
What if instead of Nova kills his wife, Adam from the Golden People, that planet kills him?
It could be
Because
him.
remember,
It could be, it's
this is the
same
longest
region.
incubation we've ever seen in the movie series.
That was a pie in the sky theory. For an actual theory, I think.
I mean, for pie in the sky, that actually works. I think you could have go Pyre. Hey, that's funny. Go higher, go Pyre. Yeah, go Pyre.
But for the actual MCU way to connect everything, I think an incursion event caused by either Doctor Strange or somebody doesn't even have to be caused by one of them. All the Hulk needs is his wife to die, and he thinks the heroes of Earth were involved somehow. And then we finally get we have a movie where he's full out, beats the shit out of everybody. Then we finally get, okay, Captain Marvel thinks she's big and bad. Well, let's see what she does now against the Jade Giant.
So, do you use this opportunity to kill off people like Drax and all these other characters that you still have that you don't use?
You're gonna move on. You're gonna move on from certain people with this for sure.
If you look at the panel of Guardians Galaxy 3 from Comic-Con, I think Guardians of Galaxy 3 is already gonna move on from certain people. But you can use. See, this is the great thing about the incursion events. You can use the incursion events to explain why now Drax isn't here, because and them trying to figure it out. Some people die, some people don't. It's a melding of two different fucking realities. You can explain away a lot of shit.
Yeah.
In that.
Which is kind of how Planet Hulk starts anyways. You know, when the Illuminati were sending him away, he hits a little interstellar wormhole, ends up in Sakaar. You know what I'm saying? So like, the incursion is clearly coming. We know it. And a lot of shit, Cap, to be honest, Cap, I thought your pie in the sky made a whole bunch of fucking sense. Even within the MCU, it makes sense. But I mean,
the pie in the sky aspect is Nova himself. Because Nova would have to be,
and maybe stopping by the Inhumans planet. That is, I know the panel that you're talking about. He literally just holds up Black was like ragdoll. Like it looks like there's no bones in his body. It's crazy.
I'm telling you right now, if you thought Wanda Maximoff fucking up Black Bolt was cool, wait until you see how ineffective he is against fucking Hulk. Like in World War Hulk, he is so fucking strong that Ghost Rider shows up, hits him because he was just told the Hulk's raging out.
Yeah,
so he showed up, smacked him, looked at him, and went, "Oh wait, you're mad because of this, and you're still Banner? Fuck that, do what you want," and left. He left. He was like, "Nah, dog, you're too much in the right for me to stop you right now."
Yeah, lullaby ain't gonna work this time. A Hulk Buster ain't gonna work this time. So yeah, like I'm happy
that's funny.
I'm happy we're getting it.
I see your point. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
He didn't walk up to him and hit him. He rode out from out of frame and landed like as a strike. And then when the dust cleared, and he was like, the dust cleared, and the Hulk was standing there as if nothing happened. And that's when Ghost Rider was like, "Let me figure out what the fuck's going on first before we."
Be patient, internet. It's coming. We knew it was coming for a while, and this show just kind of confirmed it. Now, obviously, after this, we're moving on from the Hulk, and She-Hulk takes the reins. Maybe his son comes down, or like maybe some other Hulks around there. What do you think?
Well, before you do that, this might be the last time we see Hulk. I don't think this is the last time we see Bruce.
I mean, like after whatever planet Hulk, World War Hulk, whatever we're getting to, I think after that is just. I mean, not after the show. I mean, like after that, I think we move on from Hulk.
Here's the thing. I think we have to because again, this isn't a comic where you can just write them forever. Like these
Yeah.
people get old, they get tired, they don't want to do this
They
shit
gotta
anymore.
go somewhere.
The
Yeah.
law of diminishing returns.
Send him back to Planet Hulk, where he could just thrive over there. You know,
Yeah.
lead over there, and we know he's there. We got to make space for these young Avengers. Time is ticking, and I think
And
2025 is going to be stacked. We got
Yeah.
X-Men stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, like, I think, are people still going to be mad at that they finally get the Hulk that they've been wanting for a long time, only to just get rid of him again? You know what I mean?
no, because well, Kevin Feige, if you do it the way I say, not the way I say. Let me.
No.
rephrase it.
Do it the way Cap says.
If
Do
you do
it.
it the way I would like, you get 2 movies where everybody gets the fan fulfillment from the Hulk they've always wanted,
Yeah.
and it could be like
and you have
like
to put
Logan.
Wolverine in it.
It could be like it could be like Logan, where Logan we finally got the Wolverine we wanted, and that was his swan song. It could be like that. He can go out on such a high note. People are gonna be walking out of the theater. People should be walking out of the theater for Secret Wars, going, "Wow, the ending was crazy. Doom is the fucking man, and the
Hey.
Hulk kicked the shit out of everybody."
I thought you were gonna piggyback on what Toe was saying about Wolverine needs to be there, and then you said like in Logan. I thought you were gonna go old man Logan style, where he's just killing all of Hulk's kids and She-Hulk's like little like clone offspring things. Because there is old man Logan, he just goes nuts and starts fucking hacking away at every Hulk in sight. That shit is crazy, but I don't think we'll ever get there. I don't know if we can get there.
Here's where you guys and the internet fucking turns on me, and this is my heel turn, my official heel turn here. I don't care, and I don't think it's necessary to have X-Men in the MCU. So whether Wolverine's there or not, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. I honestly don't.
It's a spicy meatball right
This is my heel turn.
Jesus.
Caps, I'm that guy.
I see that. I mean, it's funny you say that, though. Let's study that a bit, Cap, because 5 years ago, we never thought of them, and we would have been just fine without them. We finally made some deals. Contracts went the right way for once. It all started with Spider-Man, Sony, and all of that shit. We could use the X-Men now. Now that they have told me it's going to happen, I want it. But if I would have never known about it, I wouldn't care for it. Like, it's not that I care or not whether the X-Men show up. Now I care because of all the hype. But I do agree with you. I'm just going to try to say it in a nicer, not heel type of way. It's like, if anyone gets mad at the whole X-Men thing, or if anybody gets mad at this statement, remember, 5 years ago, this seemed impossible. No one was even talking about it. So if we get a little bit of X-Men, or not the X-Men you want, well, yeah, of course, go fuck yourself. But if we don't get the X-Men you want, maybe we get too little bit of it, chill out. Because 5 years ago, no one even thought this was a thing. Yeah. So you know what, Cap? In a weird way, I kind of agree. Yeah.
But here's the thing. The reason, and I'll explain my heel turn like everybody in the WWE. You fans didn't root for me one time when I sneezed. Like,
yeah.
The reason is if you read comics, you know that in Marvel there's the Marvel comic heroes, and then there's the X-Men. They have merged from time to time, but they have literally been two separate entities unto themselves.
Yeah.
So again, you can do the best you want to put them in the MCU. The movie could be great. I'm not gonna sit here and root for a bad movie, because Lord knows we've had bad X-Men movies. Looking at you, Dark Phoenix.
What happens to a toad when it gets electrified?
the same thing that happens to everything else. That's the best line I've ever heard.
That's actually not a terrible line.
She just delivered it bad.
Yeah.
So, you know how I know that line is not bad? My Critical Role show, actually somebody said that to comedic effect, and it fucking went over.
And it
great.
works,
Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, the X-Men, as good as you want to integrate them, as much you want to make a movie, as much you want to do all this shit, just like in MCU comics, they're unnecessary when you have the Avengers and you have other heroes and you
Fantastic
have
Four.
Yeah.
So many groups.
It just gets to the point where, okay, so now we have this group of people fighting for mutants and mutant rights, and you could spin that to today and whatever political spin you want to put on that to bring it to today and have people connect to it. Cool. But we still have Cap. We still have, unless we're going to switch over from our Avengers to the X-Men going forward, we're going to have two different fucking factions doing the same shit.
So what if Kang does like a multiverse of madness his own shit?
In a correct way?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the X-Men are from another universe, and they get introduced into the MCU to help fight Kang or whoever they need to fight, like Apocalypse or whatever.
That's where it's going. And they're showing up for Secret Wars.
That sparks the X-Men movies from that universe. So it's not necessarily a part of this MCU, but it is the MCU. It's like the Spider-Man movies, where they're gonna make another Spider-Man movie, but this one's gonna suck.
So that
this was gonna Sony.
Yeah, that would be a great thing, but they've already laid the groundwork with Ms. Marvel as a mutant. Hopefully, Namor is going to be a mutant. They've already introduced the concept of X-Men from Multiverse of Madness. Like the X-Men are going to be in MCU proper. And the only thing I guarantee, I can see it now. I'm reading the fortune right now in the crystal ball. As soon as that first X-Men movie ends, the only thing the fans are going to want. Avengers versus X-Men. When is the Avengers going to fight X-Men? Avengers versus X-Men. Because
I wouldn't.
All I'm seeing on the internet is Cyclops versus the Hulk.
Yo, if you want to sit there and go,
why would you do that to Cyclops? Why would you do that?
Yo, if you want to sit there and go, hey, how come the Avengers weren't in Shang-Chi? How come nobody's referencing the Eternals? Nobody's referencing this. How come nobody's calling all this other shit? You're really going to have it when Apocalypse, the World Ender, shows up, and this time, Cap's right over there. Ghost Rider's over there. Blades, like, these motherfuckers are here. You guys are the only ones not only gonna be the ones handling it, but you're telling me the Avengers are gonna be like, the X-Men got this one. I'm gonna sit this out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't want to see some verses though. We don't not everyone needs to fight. I wouldn't want to see that.
Yo, one of the biggest comic book successes that Marvel's had in the past 10 years is X-Men versus the Avengers.
Because the X-Men, they go and fight everyone. Marvel, Street Fighter, they go and fight everybody, bro. I wouldn't care to see it though. I'm saying you don't need X-Men. I could sort of agree. I didn't know I needed X-Men. That's how I'm gonna say that. I didn't know I needed it. Now that I know the opposite, if you're gonna serve me rice, beans, chicken, and not tell me there's avocado, cool. But if you tell me this avocado, I'm gonna want an avocado. X-Men is my avocado. I didn't know we had it on the table, but now that it's here, I want it done. You know
how you would introduce the X-Men? A spaceship, and all you hear is Lalandra,
Lilandra.
And boom. We're gonna start
Yo.
off with the fucking Phoenix Saga, baby.
Oh, it's the
Yo.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Yo,
That's it.
if Kevin Feige thinks he could do the Phoenix Saga, I'm not only gonna not watch any of that shit, I'm gonna quit this fucking podcast.
At this
Why?
point, I think you're looking for reasons to quit the podcast. Because
Word.
why can't Kevin Feige get a stab at Phoenix?
You telling me he can't do Lilandra?
No. The Phoenix is impossible to do unless it's in an animated form from 1994. It's impossible. Put it down. Nobody.
We've
can
only
get
had
it done
one
right now.
attempt. We're one and done on the Phoenix.
Well, 3. Because in X-Men 3, she turned into the Phoenix to stop the water.
So wait. I'm talking about like a real solid effort. Like, I mean, okay,
the fuck you
feet.
think they
Hold
were
on. Let
you
me
know
fix
they
it.
just fucking threw shit on a piece of paper and
That's what I'm
said
saying.
it.
I think for X-Men 3, it was just like there was a lot of other focus other than the Phoenix. Like, did no one went up to space? You know, I'm talking about a real Dark Phoenix proper attempt. Like these two guys, I guess they did it too much at the end of their like run, so everything felt weird. I'm talking about like a real. This guy said Lilandra. No one in both Phoenix sagas has said or uttered the word Lilandra at all. So I'm talking about like a real attempt.
All right.
I would say that Dark Phoenix, the newest one, although horrible, was an actual. I can continue to say that.
So-
I just want a real.
I've never even seen the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I didn't know they came out.
So I'm gonna tell you this then. For everybody else, you keep watching the idiot try to make a half-court shot and miss, and you keep waiting for him to make it. After 3 attempts, I'm gonna fucking go home because by the time he does make it, I don't give a fuck. And again, this is nihilistic Vic.
But
I'm not gonna
Lilandra.
care. And if you try to start off your X-Men shit with the fucking Phoenix Saga, then you haven't learned. You're not listening. You're not learning. And there's no point. There's no point for the relationship to continue. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to find a new fucking thing to do.
Yo, you
But
have
this is-
4. You have 4 movies in the Phoenix Saga. You got Lilandra and Professor X in the fucking tomb, and the Juggernaut beating the shit out of him. 1 movie, boom. We just saved resurrect fucking Professor X. Then we got the Gladiator coming down.
That's what I'm
fucking up
saying.
Juggernaut. Boom, we just saved Juggernaut. Come on, man, Lilandra.
Let's get the Juggernaut in there.
Would you rather them start off the fucking the X-Men MCU with Yuriko? Would you rather that?
Stop. No, let's
You know
just
what I
get
would
let's
want?
get a legit start. Let's just get a nice start in
So-
the mansion. We're
wanna
teaching some
start-
kids.
Let's keep
I
it
want an
fun.
X-Men start that's unconventional and has nothing to do with the X-Men team. I want an X-Men movie in which mutants start showing up more regularly, and the whole movie is them dealing with
Lilandra.
now, and I think I brought this up before, it is now dealing with the fact that they're no longer enhanced people. People are just being born with this shit. Society's starting to freak out. They don't know what to do. And Professor X is like, I gotta build a school. And it's got nothing to do with the Brotherhood of Mutants, nothing to do with the like a physical fucking fight and costume. It's all set up, all well-written setup, so that by the end of it, we've established there's a school for them. We've established some of the members of the school, like a Cyclops, a Storm, a Wolverine, whoever you want to put in it. And then from then on out, they just show up in other people's shit. Connect them to everybody else. Because here's the problem with the Phoenix Saga. Unless you're gonna incorporate part of the Phoenix Force run, in which the Phoenix Force took over Cap, took over I forget who else, other actual MCU characters, we're gonna have again a separation where the Phoenix Force is Infinity Gauntlet level shit.
Yeah, we got a
So
problem.
you mean to tell me the last 20 years of watching these people, they're just gonna be like, we're gonna sit this one out. This is fine. This is good. They can handle it.
Yo, they didn't land on Plymouth Rock. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be too, for everything that's supposed to be connected. You can get away with nobody knowing the Eternals, because they fought 3 creatures in Europe, and a fucking mountain showed up in the ocean, and
Thank you
like
for calling
everything
it a
else is
mountain.
outside the purview of what the fuck's going on. The Phoenix Force showing up, that's gonna be on Captain Marvel's radar.
That's gonna be on a lot of
It's gonna be on a whole bunch of people's radars.
Can I be? This is me getting serious now. I am actually nervous about all of the contract stuff that's going on with X-Men, and what are we really gonna do? Are we just gonna Spider-Man No Way Home it and just more? It is a scary thought. I didn't know there was avocado in the fridge. You guys tell me there's avocado in the fridge. I want avocado on my plate now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that X-Men was ever going to be an option. Now that it is, I need to done it correctly, but it is also nerve-wracking. Like this isn't going to be easy. So yes, maybe jumping straight into Dark Phoenix is not the right thing to do.
So would you?
I want a real attempt at it.
So would you turn around and go, all right, the blip or whatever Kang does?
This is his toxic trick. He's not gonna call.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say no. He is gonna make this plot work.
Yeah. So whatever Kang does or the blip or whatever they decide to use to kill Kang causes the kids to start having mutated abilities. And throughout the years, that's when the kids have it. So not necessarily Scott Summers is in the MCU right now, but his father is. And his mother, and then they have Scott Summers, and we start going the origin past that. Because you have to show the origin of Magneto and Professor X first.
So all right, that's a little bit tricky, because if you do that, then you have essentially taken out
confusing a lot of people.
The coolest thing about Cyclops, the fact that his father's a fucking space pirate. If he's just some random dickhead in upstate New York and Yonkers, you've just wiped out the one thing that made Cyclops.
Well, hold up. They already introduced space pirates in the MCU with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so he could have been smashing Scott's mom. When Ego was there.
This is like pie way in the. This is pie in heaven. This is pie in heaven.
No.
You know what the good thing about space is?
What Totac's trying to do right now is not pi, it's 3.14.
Yeah. You're doing the little.
But the one thing about space is that it's eternal. Like there's an infinite amount of space. So like there are things that are happening that no one knows about.
Interstellar wormholes.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit going on. Going on.
So Lalandra goes back in time with Kang.
You said Lalandra and I got excited. I picture the hair, I picture the dress, and I got excited. Hips. I picture Gladiator, I picture Juggernaut, and I picture Professor X, and I started getting excited. But the truth is, she was thick. Yep. But truth is, as much as I love to disagree with Cap, you can't just start off the X-Men with Dark Phoenix and then, Although, hey, it would be great. And I feel like X-Men 3, I don't even feel like that was, yes, it was the Dark Phoenix story. But it's like, I think you just needed something to do with Jean and
that was like the Exorcist Phoenix.
That was, you feel me? Like it was,
That was the ultimate X-Men's Dark Phoenix run.
It was odd. And then this one, I'm not even going to talk about it. So
Where is this one at? I want to see this piece of shit.
I think it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you could watch it on Disney Plus. The X-Men Legacy movies. I just watched all of them.
Ain't that a
Yeah,
bitch?
I just watched all of them.
I'm looking it up right now.
I did watch Days of Future Past. Yeah, there's some timeline stuff there, but I really enjoy that movie.
Right at the
Yeah,
top
bro.
there, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Disney Plus.
Did you show it or no?
Yeah, I showed it.
It has. It looks like the cover. It looks like it's purple and orange, like Endgame. It's the cover of Endgame.
First off, we're not fucking sponsored by Disney Plus, so until you sponsor us, I'm not fucking promoting your shit like that.
Yeah.
Facts. But back to Hulk. Maybe we don't see Wolverine, and that's where all of this started. You said Wolverine. I thought Old Man Logan killing all the Hulks.
But see now, here's where my pitch for the X-Men comes into play.
Okay, let's get it.
All you do is the setup, and you establish that these characters exist out there, and then when you get to Secret Wars, you can have the new Wolverine, or you can have these people in these movies, and we don't need another movie where this separate group of people are not connected to us, but they are connected to us, but nobody else is doing shit. Like it's different when like Shang-Chi was dealing with his father. So of course the Avengers are not just gonna come in and kick the shit out of this dude's father.
Yeah.
Like he's doing shit under the table nobody knew about and trying to go to a mystical city.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel was dealing with her high school and trying to grow up in it. So of course, none of the other, like Sam Wilson wasn't gonna come up and beat the shit out of Cameron. Like
Cameron.
So all these
X-Men, what you're saying, the X-Men in the MCU will have a very specific purpose.
Because if not, we're just gonna be watching. You're gonna put out an Avengers movie, and then you're gonna put out an X-Men movie, and then pretty soon everybody's gonna be like the casual moviegoers are gonna be like, well, are we just watching the same shit again? This team of heroes stopped that bad guy. That team of heroes stopped this bad guy.
But with X-Men.
This is why I'm saying, just make the X-Men a separate entity of the MCU.
But with X-Men.
This is with Lalandra.
What you just did was the equivalent of going, hey, here's a chicken breast and arroz con pollo. You gave me a chicken breast and rice with chicken in it and expect me to go, ooh, there's more chicken.
We just spoke about how delicious chicken is not too long ago. Give me more chicken.
But this chicken got barbecue sauce.
Give me chicken within chicken.
I'm gonna give you a turducken. I'll give you a turducken. No,
but with X-Men in it.
But with X-Men in it. When the Midnight Suns come out, that's just we could see Wolverine there. I'm just saying, like, I get the whole team thing. I get it. Obviously, I'm being dumb, but I want a good X-Men movie. I do.
Yo, we also got Deadpool. You know, Deadpool's gonna be migrated into the fucking MCU somehow.
Yeah, but Deadpool is not. Deadpool has such a vast reach that his stories can be small, his stories can be big. He doesn't even need his own movie. He could just do whatever the fuck he wants in other people's movies. Like,
the thing about Deadpool is that Deadpool literally is everywhere. Like, Deadpool could just, like, all of his comic runs, you could drop. They used to drop Deadpool anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Want the perfect example? Back in the original version of Secret Wars, when they were on Battle Planet, I think it was called Battle Planet for them instead of Battle World. Peter Parker ran into a black substance that wound up being the symbiote. He came back with the fucking suit. He separated from the suit. The symbiote went crazy. Found Eddie Brock. Boom. We get Venom and his hatred for Spider-Man. Deadpool is such a fucking easy to put anywhere character that in a Deadpool comic, he did not have cancer and looked like Ryan Reynolds with a fucking mustache
Ghosty.
like Burt Reynolds, a Burt Reynolds stash. And during the events of the original Secret Wars, the symbiote jumped to him. Deadpool was so fucked up in the head that the symbiote was like, nope, this ain't it. Left. And then found Peter Parker. And that's why the symbiote is fucking crazy. Because he ran into Deadpool first.
Saitama or Hulk? Man,
Who the fuck is Saitama?
look him up. He's buddy from One Punch Man.
Oh,
It is One Punch Man, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hulk will destroy him.
I think the Hulk is gonna take that one, bro. But yo, do not sleep on Saitama. Don't let that size fool you. Don't let that size fool you. The problem with Hulk that a lot of people don't understand, which we keep going over and over. And Ben, thank you so much for the question. The thing about Hulk is that there's no stopping Hulk. He's just gonna get more mad and more mad and more mad. If we get like a real version of Hulk, and I don't know, I'm going Hulk.
Yo, I don't think the Hulk can be beat by somebody who did 100 push-ups one time, lost all their hair,
Oh,
and then
shit.
there was... Now,
Now
if the Hulk,
that's a jab. That's a jab.
here's the thing.
That's a jab.
Sayama would win if the Hulk showed up and said, "Oh shit, are you gonna be in G.I. Jane 2?" And then Sayama would just one slap him, and there you go.
Yo, no. Listen, I get it, Saitama. I get it. But you can't stop the Hulk. You just can't. He's just gonna get more mad. If you can find a way to stop, like one punch isn't gonna do it. But I kind of get mad at the anime comic book thing, like the Goku versus Superman thing. Like,
Yo, there's no way Goku can beat the perfect fucking man.
oh yeah, he can. With the power of anime, he can, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it's stupid. Is what I'm saying. It's stupid.
He couldn't beat Virus. How can he beat Superman?
Yo, listen, man.
Superman's just as much as a god as Virus.
No. I'm telling you, it's all to be done. It's all to be funny. You know what I'm saying? But I really think the Hulk will have Saitama. I think the Hulk has him. My opinion.
The Hulk versus Squirrel Girl, that's a different argument. Because all she has to do is get us to look the other way, and then when we look back, the Hulk's gonna be Bruce Banner again.
It sucks because that's just a logical victory at that point. But
Yo,
yeah,
I would love to have seen like the fucking Hulk just jumps from 3 miles down and just supersonic punches Thanos and keeps going, and Squirrel Girl's just standing on him like, I told you not to go there. I told you not to go there. You know, it's just like a misunderstanding, and everybody's like, oh shit,
Ben
Squirrel Girl
Johnson,
fucked up Thanos.
Thank you for the question.
Yes,
Again,
thank you for the question.
We brought it up last couple of times, but imagine the non-movie you have if the Hulk
Thank you for the
showed
subscribe,
up
Ben.
and whoop Thanos' ass on that ship. End the movie. We all go home. Like, that was a good 30 minutes.
It'll be a nice. I mean, let's get a little what if, right? We could do a little animated what if or something. That would be fun. I want to see. Yeah. So obviously back to Hulk. I mean, we have been talking about Hulk and X-Men. Yeah, it's Bruce deserves a good send off. The Hulk deserves a good send off. It's coming, y'all. Just be patient. Something's gonna happen here. It's gonna take us.
Back next year.
Not for nothing though. That Hulk wasn't the Hulk that got beat up by Thanos though. That was like a teenage kid that was strong, because that, like, if it was really the Hulk, like a rage monster, then we all have a grievance on why he got his ass kicked by Thanos. But this is a Hulk that was on a planet that was chilling with some chick that just loved to fight and wanted to fight people that were lesser than him. And then when he fought Thor, Thor had to become a god to beat him. And
He
then
was
he's
definitely
just
off his game. He was off his game.
like he's just sitting there chilling. Like he's like, I want the smoke. And he was Rocky from Rocky 3. He's fighting guys. He's fighting guys that everyone know has no business being in the fucking ring with him. And then when Mr. T comes out and surprises him with the little chop to the throat, it caught him off guard. But if you had an actual Hulk versus Thanos, Hulk would wreck his ass. Like from the Avengers 1 would wreck Thanos.
And to quote Le, who is not here, and Le, we miss you. Go ahead, do your thing. Be the best papa you can be. What's I gonna fucking say? God damn it. Les says it all the time. Thanos says that the person he likes to fight the least is the Hulk because the Hulk don't stop. I did that for you, Les.
Yes.
You know what I honestly think should have happened. I mean, I get why they had to have Thanos actually beat the Hulk, like physically beat him, so he
could look menacing.
Yeah, but what I think should have happened was the Hulk should have. This is what should have happened, in my opinion. The Hulk should have went to go fight Thanos, and Ebony Maw should have been like, nope, and transformed the Hulk back into Bruce from his own magic. They send him away. Like, Thor sees that and is like, shit, we got to get him out. And sends him out. He winds up in the Sanctum Sanctorum. It's like, yo, Thanos is coming. And then the entire movie, every time, the Hulk looks like he's about to go fuck up Thanos, Call Obsidian gets in the way. That's the big dude.
Yeah. With that
and
hammer.
You have those two guys fight. And then when you get to Endgame, you could have had a thing where Cap's down, Thor's down, Iron Man's down. Thanos is like, we won. I'm just going to wait for the gauntlet to come to me. And you just hear, and the Hulk just jumps out of the ground. Boom, 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 boom. Starts beating the shit out of Thanos. And again, Call Obsidian comes, takes the Hulk away.
Oh, that could have been the reason why he says, fire on the crowd with Hulk fucking him up and not Wanda.
Although I prefer the Wanda thing.
I hear you, but Wanda could have just ripped them apart easily. She killed everyone and without a blink of an eye in the multiverse of calmness.
The multiverse of sadness is what I like to call it.
Yeah. Gonna call it
the multiverse of paint.
Yeah, Doctor Strange 2.
The paint verse.
Yo, I'm telling you, you could have put every cameo we wanted to see in that fucking sequence. Cut out the robots, cut out the boneyard, cut out the fucking...
We could have had some fucking Sentinels.
Yo, put in the Sentinel. Put in a scene from fucking Blade Trinity or whatever Blade movie you want.
Yeah, all you hear is there's always a motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill. Bow.
Yeah. Like let him go.
I liked your Hannibal King stuff. I liked what you were saying about him. Like, throw him in there. We could have seen so much.
Yeah.
I know you said for multiverse, bring in Hannibal somehow if you can. Blade is coming around, so why not?
Yo, not to get off too much, but we go on tangents shit. How funny would it have been if Reed Richards showed up and then there was a scene where another member of the Fantastic Four showed up and Doctor Strange turned around and goes, Steve. And he goes, what? No, it's Johnny. Because he's Johnny Storm.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we could go. If you wanted to still get everybody, cool. She unravels Mr. Fantastic. She fucks up Black Bolt. She snuffs out the Human Torch.
And they have those in Disney Plus as well. So if you want to watch the second one.
The Fantastic Four.
If you want, yeah, no, it looks like you're gonna go on a movie watching mission soon. You're gonna get some Dark Phoenix, throw some Fantastic Four in there, some X-Men First Class. First
Yo.
Class wasn't bad.
First Class was probably the best one.
Mine is
sorry,
dead.
sorry. I've healed enough tonight. X2 is the best one. First Class is just under that.
You know what's funny?
I like Days of Future Past.
I was just about to warn you, Cabs, because Cap has a funny theory about Days of Futures Past also. Go ahead, Cap. Take it away, sir.
Yo, Days of Futures Past is probably the most trash out of all. And I say that because the ending of the one prior to that, they meet up with Wolverine at the ending of the Wolverine.
There's plot holes. I get it. You don't gotta reiterate. I get it.
No. I gotta say this. I said it once. I say it a million times.
It's for the cinematographers at home.
Yeah, for anybody playing the home edition of this game. They met up with Wolverine and told him, hey, 10 years from today, you have to go back 50 years and stop something that didn't happen. Because had it happened, we would have seen it all the way up to this point. I don't know how the fuck you stop something that didn't happen 50 years ago.
That it is crazy because it's like,
what's your logic to that it didn't happen though? What's your logic?
Because the first movie
we saw X-Men 1, 2, 3, the Wolverine. Then they come in and go, hey, 10 years from now, we need to send you back.
So the problem here is that they decided to link them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
And also,
that's what I'm saying. There's weird plot hole stuffs. I get it, but I think it was still a good movie. I think Fassbender did a great job. I think Wolverine did a great job. Like sometimes you could just look beyond stuff. Okay.
No, see,
if you can't do it, that's fine. That's fine.
No,
I didn't come here to have my character assassinated.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No. Hey, listen. No, I get it.
You came here for the
Do it live. Fuck it.
When I watched it, when I rewatched it, and I was like, yeah, there is glaring plot hole issues here. And I said it to the guys. I was like, yo, that is insane that they did that. But it's weird, but I still enjoyed it.
What they could have done is they could have just made the reboot First Class, Days of Futures Past, Apocalypse, just reboot it and just keep
and not mix anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I am not in the business of being an apologetic person. I like what I like. And if there's fucked up things within I like, I will call them out. And I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh, you should listen to this. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna be like, yo, you listen to this.
Says the guy who likes Malignant.
It was a fun movie.
Here's the thing. I know.
I think Days of Future Past was a good movie.
I don't understand how I'm the only one that realized they only got one white girl to play every role in that movie.
No, but listen, I completely agree. There is big plot hole stuff. I hear you.
Yo,
I hear you.
Here's the difference between Malignant and Days of Futures Past. Days of Futures Past went, hey, all these X-Men stories are linked. We're making a legit movie here. And your time travel to me is the dumbest concept ever to put in a movie because your rules never work out. Your rules don't make sense.
There's a lot of rule breaking with time travel. Yes.
Malignant turned around and was like, hey, you guys want to see something stupid? Check this shit out. Malignant is what you get. The reason why I can like Malignant and then have a problem with Days of Futures Past is Days of Futures Past is us sitting around a campfire and you bringing out an actual book and reading it, and us going, "Yo, what? I don't think that makes any sense." Versus Malignant, where it's us sitting around a campfire, and you go, "Cap,
I'm gonna tell you
give
guys
us a
something
ghost
stupid.
story," and I just make some shit up at the spot. Like,
No. Hey, listen, I get it, but I still
Plus,
think there
I
was
tell people all the-
some good stuff in that movie, man. I don't think
I
you
tell
could
people
just
all the time,
dismiss
yeah.
it because of the plot holes.
Yo,
If that's the case, we shouldn't be watching the MCU at all. There's a lot of plot holes.
Well, here's the thing, right? I dismissed the Terminator franchise because there's no way you sent your own father back. Who the fuck were you before you sent your father back? There's no way that makes sense to me. So, as good as they are, I don't hold the Terminator series in any standing. That series doesn't mean shit to me.
Well, okay.
In
Okay.
Endgame, they gave us the timeline shit and then gave us a way to fix it. If you put everything back before we took it, everything stays the same. And Cap went and put everything back.
I'm not fighting you here, sir. I understand. I'm just saying
I'm not fighting you
like
Again,
Terminator 2, you can have your problems with it. That movie's still top tier. Cut it out.
I would like to steal Cabs' answer.
Please.
No, but the reason why Days of Futures Past was stupid is because even in the first one, in
First Class.
First Class, I was gonna call it X-Men Assemble just to fucking. In First Class, they're kind of showing Mystique is the main character in this, and she's the good guy, right? And then Days of Futures Past, she's framed, and she's the good guy, and she starts up the X-Men. But how do you start up the X-Men when you're literally the bad one working for Magneto in all the other movies? You know, and
no. I'm gonna keep telling you guys there is huge plot holes. I acknowledge.
And also the thing is, it's like, how the fuck? And also, here's another thing that people don't realize: the only one that went back in time was Logan. How did Mystique become this guy that killed someone? Like, she spent her whole life not touching the president. And then all of a sudden, she killed the president in 1950. And the only one that went back in time was Logan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
well, that was the point. The point was for them to go back and try to make it so that she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but see now,
it's weird. I get it. It's a weird jambalaya. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
If they didn't try to connect it, I would have no problem with that movie.
That's the problem. They try to connect
already
it.
existed in the First Class in the First Class movie.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. No, here's the thing. Here's where this thing really pissed me off.
There was no rogue in it.
No, when
That is a
Beast
misfire.
turns around and explains that the river moves through, and if you throw a stone in the river, the water just moves around it and still continues, as a way to explain that you could try as you may to stop this
Time
shit.
travel.
Yeah. Again, though, you threw a stone in a river that I had to deal with 10 years from now, but 50 years ago didn't fucking exist. That river wasn't there 50 years ago.
Can we all agree that it sparks the Deutsch complex?
Proposition, man.
The Deutsch proposition? Can we agree on that?
I'm sure there's some explanation out there, but no, I get again.
You know, I understand where you're coming from, Kaz. Like, if you suspend reality and watch the movie, it was
like
a good movie.
Sometimes you just have to suspend reality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I get it. Like, it shits on pretty much everything that happened before and shit that didn't happen. And then the whole Stryker thing, Stryker's what confuses me the most out of all of the X-Men stuff. The Stryker shit was ridiculous.
That's another thing.
Because then
fucking Mystique, and he still wound up in the fucking with the adamantium and shit. He still got fucked up.
And then it's like, when is it that Jean kind of has like a little moment with Weapon X It's no, bro. There's a lot of bouncing around. It's funny. Eric Voss. I saw an Eric Voss video on this, and he tries so hard to make sense of Days of Future Past, but even he's just like, bro, just have a good time and just forget about things making sense in this movie. Yeah.
This is why I say, good.
No, I just want to say, because again, a little too much negativity here. For the people playing at home, watch the movies you watch. The movies you like. Doesn't matter. But if you bring them in here, I will find a way to tear it apart.
But this is why I say,
that's what he does.
Because this is why I say you start the X-Men off with Yuriko. I mean, with Lilandra.
With Lilandra, not Yuriko.
With Lilandra, yeah.
Do you guys think X-Men Origins is better than Days of Future Past?
I like Logan.
Wait, come on. The movie X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yeah.
Is better than Days of Future Past.
You know what's funny? It foreshadowed Logan.
Like I'm talking about the which one is the one with Deadpool?
X-Men Wolverine.
Yeah, you like that better than Days of Future Past? Man, this guy got to think about it. That's crazy.
No, I got to think about it because you just asked me which one is worse, kale or lettuce, and I don't need either of them shits.
Kale's good.
And
so is lettuce.
I'm a spinach guy. Lettuce is mainly water. It's not nutritionally.
So this is the shit about Cap that drives me insane. He goes, fuck lettuce, fuck kale, go spinach. This is the thing about this guy. He does it on purpose, y'all.
Yes.
This is Cap right there. This is the guy. This is him. You gotta roll with the punches with this guy. Fuck lettuce, fuck kale. Give me the spinach.
Yo.
although I will say this, I'm a huge fan for some spinach dip in a loaf of sourdough bread.
No,
I am a big fan of that.
I'm just if I'm gonna eat a salad, I'm literally just gonna take the baby spinach leaves, throw them in there, put some other shit, and eat that.
I like lettuce. Maybe romaine. Do you like romaine?
No, because lettuce is mainly water. There's no nutritional shit in it. It's not a real fucking thing. It's mainly just water.
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not.
It's true. Look it up.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I hate spinach. But I'm okay with a spinach dip. So that's how weird I am, right? Like, I'm all right when you heat it up and put some cheese in it, right? Like, I'm okay with that. Yeah, but this guy telling me he doesn't like kale or lettuce, but loves spinach. That's Cap for you.
Word. Yeah, no, that is.
Yo. I don't know if you can
read it to me. I believe you.
All right. How healthy and nutritious is iceberg lettuce? Lettuce, in general, has a high concentrate, has a high water content, and does not consist of much, especially when compared to spinach or kale.
But like, I don't eat lettuce for its nutritional value though. Like, I just like lettuce.
Dude, I'm not saying, again, you do you, come through, be you, do what you do. But I'm gonna fucking tear it apart. Like, that's
Yeah, but this one, I'm just saying, like, I think they all just kind of like, they're just all green foods, right? Like, you know, at the end of the day, they're just all green foods to me.
There's an actual benefit to kale and spinach and other,
for sure. And it's funny
I'm
because
just saying,
I hate spinach the most. Like, have you guys tried like the kale chips? This is just gross. I need regular chips, please. But yeah,
the salad I eat consists of crispy chicken
yep,
and French dressing. You could throw everything else out.
Just the chicken and the sauce for me.
Yeah. We don't need, and the croutons. I'll keep the croutons.
I like the croutons.
We don't need any of the other shit. It's water. I got water in my body already.
Yeah. Yo, Kev, I just had a whole bunch of lettuce right now.
I'll tell you that. That's the worst lettuce you can have.
Your word.
Aquafina?
Yeah, Aquafina's horrible.
Aquafina's great.
No, it's not. Google that. Yeah, Google that.
What's wrong with Aquafina?
Wait,
It's
wait,
tap
wait.
water in
Where's
the bottle.
There's certain levels of what's the word?
pH?
There's
Acid-
certain
Purity.
yeah,
acidic?
yeah, that shit. I mean,
worse-
I'm just saying they broke it down.
Yo,
But no.
It's just tap water in a bottle. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, ugh. I don't like Aquafina or Dasani. I
No,
don't.
Dasani is bullshit.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Dasani is gross. It tastes like it's been like put away. Like even Dasani cold kind of like smells weird. I don't know if it's just me, but
Yo, the 25 worst bottles of water to drink from worst to best. The Nestle Pure Life,
yeah,
Poland
that's
Spring,
yeah.
Dasani,
Tell me, hold on.
Aquafina.
Before you get to that Nestle Light, we had that shit in my old job. That was in all the water coolers. And the only time I ever drank it is when I needed something.
Yeah,
and I couldn't run
sometimes
to the vending machine, and I would take it like a shot. Boom, down the hatch. Don't think about it.
Sometimes there's just no other way about it. Like sometimes you need a water. Like, it's fine.
Yo, I'd much
Yeah,
rather
so-
watch Dark Phoenix than drink that fucking water.
I think we could all agree that Dark Phoenix and that water suck. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, hint is number 14 for bottled water. Smart water is 13. Just water. Let's see what number 1 is.
Probably
top three.
Essentia
Fuji.
or Fiji.
Fiji and
And Evian is up there
Evian
too.
is number 2.
Yeah.
And number 3 is
Poland
Icelandic glacier, whatever the fuck.
That shit
Poland
comes
Spring
from
is number 25. Voss is 4. So the thing with some of these waters, the Deer Park one has a high metal content.
water's bogged out.
You know what's crazy though? You know why soda's good for you? Soda corrodes metal. Metal ain't in it.
Yeah, hold on. They don't.
Come on,
yo, They don't
baby.
make. Time
It
out. Time out.
filters itself out.
Time
Yo,
out. They
It
don't make
filters itself
Coca-Cola with Deer
out.
Park water, man.
Come on, baby. It's 80% water and it's purified.
This guy,
We have distilled water and soda.
this guy has scientific facts to soda. It's insane.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
I hate that you pull that off all the time.
Yes.
You're
They're only feeding my fucking knowledge to make them a point.
So now that we have a couple minutes left, and I think we're at the point where we're just
Poland Spring is owned by Nestle. I'm sorry, Cavs.
no. We got the water facts, but while we're here, since we're looking at water, I wanted to bring up the next week. Next week, for those watching, for those still here, next week is the last Tuesday of the month. We're gonna try and start doing a tier list
Yes.
every freaking last Tuesday. So I suggested Disney movies. I don't know if y'all want to do maybe potato chips. We did juice, so maybe I don't know. There's so much shit you can rank, right? I want to keep it away from comics though, because that's what we do all the time, right?
That MCU one was hotly contested.
Yo, but it's funny because we all did that pretty early too, right? In the game. So like I hadn't really done much podcast. I thought it was fun. Yo, that shit ran for like 5 hours and a half.
Yeah.
That was a fun bloodbath. Love it. But yeah, obviously we want to do something that's not comic related. Let's start looking. Good tier list to do.
I thought we settled on the Disney one.
I mean, I'm down, but there's more that could be. We could do like 90s sitcoms. I'm saying like
Ooh, Family Matters and
90s sitcoms might be a good one.
It might
We just have to find it, but I think that one's good. Disney movies. I think there's a lot of Disney movies, so maybe we don't want to do one that's too lengthy, right? But I mean, we got 3 hours.
Yeah.
No, dude, here's the thing. We don't have. It's not like the MCU. We don't have to do the entire catalog of Disney. We could just get a bunch of Disney films and do it.
And yet, some tier lists might have 10, some might have 15, some might have 20. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we didn't do every juice in the world.
We didn't. We just did. But there were like 30 on that shit. It was a good list. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I like the idea of, you know, I like 90s sitcoms as well. We're gonna piss people off with like Friends and shit.
Yeah, I like 90s sitcoms also.
Is Friends
Golden
S?
Girls episode tier list.
Is Friends S?
No. Friends is not S because no one told you life was going to be this way.
And they did have a smelly cat on there.
That caught me off guard. I didn't know you were taking that there. I didn't know you were taking that. That's a good question. Is Friends S? I don't.
Yeah.
So like,
I tell you right now, pros got it right. Golden Girls is S.
Golden Girls is S. 100%. I agree with that. Golden Girls is S. It's been a while, but I'm thinking about Friends. I don't know if I'm putting it in S. Like I love that 70s show, but that 70s show isn't an S, is it?
I didn't really watch it like
It's
that.
a good A.
It's a good A.
Low A, high B, somewhere.
Maybe Friends is like a high A.
What about Seinfeld? Would Seinfeld be an S?
Seinfeld is an S, and
Yeah.
Seinfeld is an S, and I'm fighting that.
What
I
about
fight
Frasier?
Huh?
Frasier
Frasier's a good A. Like
Frasier's
high B, low A again.
I put Frasier as an S, but I understand that people couldn't really resonate with this, you know, with this guy. I get it. And look, I would have to go back. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I was 14 understanding every joke in Frasier. It wasn't, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, but I did get a lot of them, right? So Frasier C, damn.
Yo, I remember
rough.
I tried to watch Frasier, and like the third or fourth episode, I was falling asleep. It was like,
It's yeah. I enjoyed it because of when he spazzed out, and I like the dad. Niles was funny too, man. It was just a more, I don't know what the word is. Not educated. I don't want to say educated.
It's more intellectual.
Yeah, it was a lot more into Big Bang Theory. I don't know if I would put it in F. All right,
I
let's
like
say
Big Bang Theory.
I like Big Bang Theory. Is it an S? No. That's the thing about rankings. Like F is like horrendous. Big Bang Theory is horrendous. Maybe Young Sheldon.
I like Young Sheldon.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Bang Theory is not gonna get higher than a C for me. Because
Yeah, that's fine.
As a nerd who has not been abstinent his whole life, I could tell you they get way too much play on that show. There's no way that fuck.
Like,
Well,
he
she
back,
is stupid.
Whoa. Penny she's hot, yeah. But what's this girl? Blossom is I always forget her name in that show. She looks like she could be with Sheldon. And then what is the other one's the cute one? The little blonde one with the curly hair.
Oh,
with
shit,
the glasses.
I forgot
with the
her fucking
glasses.
name. Or, like,
which
she
is
looks like a Dorothy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny. The comic book shop owner, he be getting played too, even though he's kind of creepy. Big Bang wouldn't pass a B in my book, but an F, man, that's rough.
Nah, I'll tell you one thing. Family Matters is an S.
Family Matters is an S.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has to drop because of this fucking guy. So you know, I'm gonna hold that against him, bro. I'm gonna hold that against. There's a personal grudge to me. We cried the fuck together, bro, and you're gonna let this shit. Before I start ranting, we got 10 minutes left. I'm not gonna go there. But I'm just saying.
Yo, oh my God.
I've forgiven Jada, by the way.
You just
Fuck that.
Yo, you just reminded me of what the fuck's his name? Louis Guzman.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
I told you not to go there.
He's about to be Gomez Adams, and people are losing their shit.
Yo, G goes red, bro.
What? I'm like, yo, bro, have y'all seen what Gomez Adams looks like originally? Louis Guzman is actually not bad, but
No.
I get it. He's no Raul Julia.
My only problem with him as Adams is he's not like your problem with the dude playing Wesker.
He's not suave.
He's not smooth enough.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
Wait,
He's not.
what are we
He's
talking
not
about? What are we
smooth
talking about?
Luis Guzman is gonna be Gomez Adams in the new Adams Family movie, and the internet is like losing their
Oh wait,
shit.
Luis
about it.
Guzman is.
That guy, don't go there. Don't go
Oh,
there.
he's. Oh well, yeah. Nah, yeah.
No, but, I mean, we need somebody that's a little more like Antonio Banderas type.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know what it is because he has some shoes to fucking fill with and Bison.
With Raul Julia, yeah,
Not-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not true, because even compared to the original guy who played him on the sitcom, back
It's
in the
very
50s,
similar.
Like that
Well, you
dude
know-
still was fucking suave. Like,
Well, you know. Have you ever seen Puerto Ricans in Paris?
I wanted to, but I
No.
never got a chance to see it.
I don't want to say he's the smoothest motherfucker in the world, but he's a little suave. He had a bad bitch in there.
In waiting, he was kind of, I wouldn't say smooth, but
Yeah, there's a difference between Puerto Ricans being smooth and suave from New York and from the street,
yeah,
and what Gomez Adams is supposed to be.
yeah.
There's a big fucking difference.
Gomez Adams is like, he falls into like that the most interesting man in the world kind of category.
Yeah.
Like this guy has had beers in certain places where the average motherfucker would have never had a beer. Gomez Adams knows how to throw knives. You know what I'm saying? Like,
When you look at Gomez, you're supposed to look at him and go, "Wow, he's still in love with his wife." You're not supposed to look at him and go, "How the fuck did she end up with him?"
Yeah.
Even though we all know these are freaks. Like,
and then it's Catherine Zeta-Jones playing Morticia.
Mm.
yeah. Yo,
Wait, I
So-
thought you. Oh no, that's Shakira. My bad.
she's got some shoes to fill.
Yeah.
You got to
All of them do, because then you got Wednesday. Christina Ricci bodied that role. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, the minute in that trailer, the minute she walked out with the piranha bags, it was like nobody fucks with my brother. I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's Wednesday Adams.
That's
She got it.
Wednesday. That's Wednesday. That
Oh
is
wait, I gotta
Wednesday.
see this fucking trailer.
Put it up.
Oh, just as a general note for anybody still listening, I don't know who's coming up with next week's question of the day, but if it's me, it will be a lighter subject.
Yo, you can keep it dark. I mean, that wasn't dark, though. It was, self-reflection. No wrong with that.
But and introspection is,
It
That's
can't be an
fucked
every
up,
episode thing. Sure. I hear you.
this was since we're talking about sitcoms, this was a very special episode.
Yeah, this is This was one of those. This was one of those where, one of the kids went through something crazy. You know what I'm saying? This was one of those.
Yo, can you?
Yo, what's the name of the
So-
show? Wednesday Adams?
No, just Adams
No,
Family.
the Addams Family. On,
It's a
Netflix.
movie. It's a movie or a show?
I think
It's a movie.
It's
Yeah,
in
that's what I-
Paramount?
Huh?
No, that's a year ago. What the fuck?
Netflix.
Put
Well,
Adams Family
because
Netflix.
it says Wednesdays Adams official teaser Netflix,
Yeah.
and it's 2 minutes and 13
that's
seconds. Okay, all right.
Yo, so while he's looking that up, for anybody who's not old enough to remember, sitcoms back in the day, whenever they wanted to tackle a tough subject, they put very special episode.
Yeah.
And then you'd have some shit where like Trudy from The Facts of Life would come home and be like, well, the teacher in the gym class touched me. And you're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Whoa, what? Last time you were on, you couldn't bake brownies. What the fuck are we doing now?
Yeah, this was the
No, but-
after
It's always
the
something
after
that's,
school
like,
special.
tough.
These
Somebody-
these
But
were
it
the
was-
these were
it
the
was
after
also-
school specials.
It was also when Eddie got pulled over just because he was black, and then
Yeah.
Carl had to go handle his business with the two racist white cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they wasn't
Walking at the
afraid.
gun, like,
They wasn't afraid to do that. Like, I was watching my wife and kids, and the little girl was like, yo, listen, I have gaydar, and I don't know if you know this, but your boyfriend is fucking gay. And every time he did something gay, she would do the woo, 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 woo. It's going off. It's going off. He's doing gay shit. And the father was talking to the son, Junior, and Junior's like, I hate women. He goes, why can't I just be with men? And the father's like, I thought the same thing. But then you got to remember, one of you got to lay down.
Yeah,
And the son was like, ew, no, I'm good. And the father's like, yeah, right? Right?
yeah,
and
we
but they
can't-
made
we
it-
can't
they
pull-
made
we
it-
can't pull that off anymore.
Yeah, it's like they made it. And even the little girl was like, it's okay that he's gay, but I don't think he knows he's gay.
Yeah.
You
But that's what it is, And again, I don't know if you could consider the Seinfeld episode the same thing, but The Seinfeld episode was the same thing. It's just like, yo, there's nothing wrong with you being gay, but like we're just pointing it out. Like that was a funny episode.
Yeah, like even in the boyfriend was crying because the sister left and the little kid, the smart kid that was in love with the little girl, he's smacking him like, be a man, and he smacks like, why are you hitting me? it's funny, but it's also one of those things like, bro, that was the response back in the day.
Yeah.
Smack some sense into you, be a man. What are you doing crying? You're not supposed to be crying out here.
To be honest, like I'm looking at the teaser, like he is not Gomez Adams. I get it. I mean, he's not smooth, suave, whatever, but
correct me if I'm wrong, because
I think it's gonna be funny.
You just saw it right now, right?
Yeah.
Is he pale or
No,
paler,
he's not.
or did they keep him his?
I mean, there looks like some Sammy Sosa stuff is happening here, but no, I think he has his complexion. It looks like it's his complexion.
Because that's another thing. They're supposed to be like almost undeadish.
They're very yeah. All of them are like
vampire-ish type.
Yes. Yo, where is Pugsley in this whole trailer?
He was getting bullied. No, I think this movie is about Wednesday.
Yeah,
not necessarily the family itself.
I mean, you show everyone but Pugsley? That's upsetting. I'm a big fan of Pugsley.
Unless it's a big reveal because they got a big name. Ryan Reynolds is playing him.
Ryan Reynolds as Pugsley would be fucking funny.
No, but I heard your boy.
I see Cousin It. I see the
Fester
hand.
wasn't in there.
I don't see Fester. Yeah, I don't see Fester.
Ryan Reynolds as Fester. That's where you put.
I heard your boy Ryan Gosling was playing Pugsley.
Yo, you see? Now you're like reaching at my heart. Yeah, but because this looks like a funny movie, but not. It also looks very serious. This is some Harry Potter elements going on.
This looks like it's gonna be a movie where you're like, oh, I love the Addams Family, and then you watch it and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like these people are fucking nuts. Yeah. It's big focus on Wednesday though, for sure. It looks very like it looks. Yeah, she has like a Carrie moment. I don't know. I'm gonna watch this.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah.
I just got to the part where she puts the piranhas in the pool, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to see the rest of this trailer.
Yeah.
It's pretty much over by that time.
Well, there was a whole minute and something left, and I was like, you know what?
It just shows a lot more of her like activities on the daily. Like she fences, she plays instruments. Like it's basically it is a Wednesday type show. She looks like she's the guy that does it. The clown.
Skarsgård?
She kind of looks like him a little bit. She has like the undead thing going on.
I can
well,
see
that. But that's Wednesday though. Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we went from Hulk to Addams Family. Yep. Because this is what we do here, guys.
Yeah, this is what we do. The Hulk will be in the Addams Family movie next.
Or Pugsley might just be in Hulk. We don't know.
And we're definitely gonna have Scar versus Wolverine.
Yo, yeah, chill. That's actually exciting. That's exciting. Scar with his, it's fun because he kind of has like long hair. Like he looks very like, so he looks with his armor. He looks super Mad Max-ish. I love it.
I honestly thought that he was like Marvel's attempt at Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, like he's very Road Warrior. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has like the makeshift fucking armor and shit. Looks like a fucking character out of like some old like Conan shit. Yeah, like I think he looks dope. Yeah. Oh, we just hit that time.
Yep. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're gonna end on time this time.
Yeah.
We're gonna end on time. Time.
Yeah.
Show's not here to give us the extra, boost.
Yeah. And you know, and you already fucked up Days of Futures Past for cabs. You're never gonna look at it the
I'm
same.
never gonna watch that
And
movie
lettuce.
again.
Yeah.
No. Chill. I need lettuce. I like lettuce.
Yeah.
I like lettuce.
And
Again.
you shut down my idea for Lalandra.
No, again, Cabs, eat whatever you want. You don't technically need it. Good night, everybody.
Well, you know, yeah. On that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out, and so.